to end the live.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry, guys.
Are we back?
This should join again. Let's see.
Yeah, let's hope.
Hair drawing basics. Apply.
Oh, some people are joining.
Yep, 2.
Awesome. 2.
Well, there were 80, 90 people
Lexi's here. Great.
Sorry, I'll say...
Yay, we're back. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties, but hopefully it's all good. Hopefully the connection will be better today with this device. Hey, Kaden, again.
There we go. Sorry, everyone had some technical difficulties. Live again.
Yeah, Grandma's back.
So you can't switch devices that you're streaming on without ending the live, and our connection was so bad today on the phone that I decided to just restart the stream.
Hey, Autumn Heart. Hey,
welcome,
Kitty.
welcome.
All right. Should I restart?
Yeah.
Okay, I will restart.
Yeah, so you guys should not see crappy connection anymore. It should be pretty good.
Yeah.
It should be pretty good.
All right, so we had some so a lot of people struggle with layers. A lot of people struggle with making their hair look kind of, or having flat looking hair. Some people struggle with drawing the same bangs all the time. Some people struggle with direction and hair growth direction as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So when it comes to drawing hair, I will just draw a few lines because I do want to talk about line shape. I will draw a head really quick here so that we can actually draw hair on top later, and I don't have to draw it.
Hair drawing basics.
Yeah, I don't have to draw it later. So I can just draw it right now and work on it later. So,
I'll probably zoom in just a little bit
yes,
more.
thank you. That would be great. So when you're drawing hair.
So how's everybody doing when you're drawing hair?
Yes, I'm going to be drawing on. A lot of time when you're drawing hair, it's really easy to just try to like make the lines look all the same. Thank you. And then you kind of wonder like, okay, why does my hair not look as dynamic as I want it to?
Hey Haunt, hey Kaden.
And this is a more advanced technique, but it's something that I feel like would really help if you were aware of it. So this technically doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look flowy, and it doesn't feel like, I don't know, like this, right? And the reason is because all the lines are the same. What you want to do is you want to try to vary your lines. Have some lines be harsh, right? There is a time and like not harsh, but like have some of your lines be harder than other lines. So
Okay.
like,
What does harder mean?
so harder just means like, let me think, like more outliney, like or more. You're trying to like define the strand more. So like for instance, this is a softer line, softer textured line, really good. But sometimes if you want to emphasize some of the shape on the outside, you use a harder line. Does that make sense?
Heavier.
Heavier line, thank you. Heavier line. And then on the inside of other strands, you can use softer lines again. And when you have that variety, it looks a lot more interesting. That covers more about like line weight and stuff, but I think it's also really important to see the difference between this and that right there.
Mm-hmm. When I do a sketch, the hair looks flowy, but when I do the line art, it looks stiff.
I think that's why. When you do line art, I think that the heavy tendency is, or the really common thing to do is to just try to make the lines perfect.
Yeah.
And when you try to make the lines perfect, all your lines look the same.
If your iPad or computer looks like this when you're drawing, probably not gonna end up looking very good.
Yeah.
If you zoom in too far, you don't get an idea of what the whole looks like.
Right.
You want to zoom as far out as you're comfortable drawing and get the natural flow of your wrist and your arm.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not Fox.
You're not late at all.
Kirkara.
And I think it also happens when you're nervous because when you're doing line work, you're like, I have to make this perfect, and you get nervous. And
it
then
has to do with the psychological state that you're in.
That's right. So
honestly, I would advise like a lot of the time, never even do a separate line work layer. Just sketch and do it so much that your sketch ends up being neat enough.
Yeah.
Like, people really get messed up a lot of the time when they treat, like, a line work layer and a sketch layer separately so much. Not saying you should never use line work layers, but, like, treat your line work like a sketch. Just, that's how I would say. Treat your line work like a sketch. That's just more accurate.
Yeah. So if I were to do this hair again, but with different lines, we can also cover a little bit on like hair direction and how the hair kind of comes out of the head. If you struggle with like placing hair and stuff, draw the hairline. Hairline is kind of like just where the strands come out from. At least give some, so in terms of like where the hairline is, it depends on like your character's hairline. Or do they have a receding hairline like this? You know, do they have a widow's peak like this? Sometimes the widow's peak will inch closer to the forehead. Most of the time, you'll probably have a more straighter looking hairline, but you want to make sure that it wraps around the sphere. And then when you add hair on top, then it's a lot easier to know the boundaries. But you don't have to like follow this to a T. Sometimes, you know, there's multiple hairlines in your scalp, hair clumps and stuff. So if I were to draw this again and do the bangs, I would basically think this is where my hairline or my hair group is going to start. And then essentially what this looks like from the side view is the hair comes out like this, and then because the hair gets heavier as it gets longer, it starts drooping down. So that's kind of like how the hair direction is.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rin. How long are you guys streaming tonight? Probably a couple hours.
Yeah.
An hour or two. It depends how it goes.
So when you do this from the front view, or not the front view, the 3/4 view, and you kind of mark out where your hair is going to go, it kind of looks like this. It looks like a lump because all these are clumps of hair strands. And this is the top part. This part right here is this from the side view. So that's why it'll look a lot lumpier than just like trying to just draw like a hair clump straight from the hairline like this. So like instead of this, where the hairline comes out like this, that looks very flat, you want to bulge it out a little bit. Now I'm kind of just showing the two different versions, but I'm going to erase this later.
Like how to draw water and fire, etc. I don't know. I showed how to draw fire the other day.
Yeah, you did.
How to paint it.
So then this is where we kind of start layering.
Hi, Beaver.
Hey, Beaver.
Welcome. So there we go.
Thank you.
I'll just keep it in the same spot.
Sure. So this is where we start layering. Layering happens basically everywhere. Some areas are flatter than others, but most of the time you'll see some element of overlap. Layering is just overlap. And even in bangs, this happens. So I'd say in terms of direction...
I'm about to blow. Hello, Jay, welcome.
So a lot of people think that hair is kind of just like this one shape that is just connecting to one point. But that's not necessarily true all the time. Some hair strands will kind of connect to one point, but most of the time you'll have one hair clump that's in front, another hair clump that's underneath of it, another hair clump that's overlapping this front hair clump, and it just depends on like how you want to design your hair. It all just comes down to like what's the style, what's the flow, how wispy do you want it. So when you take into consideration of like the bumps and the valleys of the hair, you can apply it to all parts of the hair. So like if I'm doing bangs, for example, I have another clump right next to it. Maybe there's a clump underneath of this clump. Maybe there's like a bigger hair strand on the side of the head to give depth. But they're all overlapping each other. So this is how you create the layer effect, like, or just that layering.
I bought the 3-book from Amazon from you guys because the art class is already started. It's gonna come tomorrow. You bought our 2 books? We only have 2 books.
We only have 2 books.
But art class? Like the school, the
anime.
art school? Gizzle.
Gizzle.
Is that you, Bun?
I think it is, because Giselle TG.
Could you show how to draw the end of the hair like in side view or back view? End of the hair?
Do you mean like where the hair ends? Like the tips of the hair? Like that?
You mean like...
Like that? Yeah, sorry.
How would it look if the hair was parted behind the ears with no bangs?
So, if you're going to do that...
And then the end...
Hair strands at
in
the
the
end.
side view or back view. It depends on what hairstyle.
Yeah.
It'd be the same as the front.
Yeah. It would be the same as the front.
Front view hair tends to have a lot of overlaps. Side view hair doesn't have as many overlaps.
Right.
It's almost, you know what it is? Nobody in chat will get this.
Okay.
It's like the Maximus and the tensor fascia and the medius.
It kind of
That's
is like that.
hair.
That is like hair.
The front, the side, and the back.
Yeah.
The fascia.
The fascia,
the
yeah.
medius, and the maximus.
We're talking about glute muscles.
Yeah, we're talking about butt muscles.
So, okay. If you're drawing, like, hair with no bangs, but they're tucked on the side, I'm kind of going a little bit off topic, but...
Wait, what are you drawing? What are you talking about now?
Like, no bangs, but it's tucked behind the hair.
Well, what about what the person said about side view
Oh,
and
yeah.
back
Oh,
view?
man. Okay. I gotta figure out which one I gotta do first.
Do that one first, because I asked first.
Sure. That's a good idea. Thank you. Let's see.
I tried to enroll, but I couldn't. Which one, the live or the just the anime art school? Because anime art school live is not out yet. We haven't actually decided when we're gonna run the classes. Which like what day and time works good for you if you want to take the live one? We need to talk to some of our students.
Yeah.
Who want to take the live version and figure out a day. We were thinking Saturdays, but Christine and I have
A bunch of...
TikTok streams and a class that we're both taking on Saturdays.
So if I were to do like hair end, the hair tips at the ends on a side view, it would kind of be similar to... Sorry. It would be very similar to how I do the front view. It would just be in a different direction. So like if the hair from the front looks like this, then the side will be a little bit more curved to whichever direction it's in. It'll just be a little bit more exaggerated.
Oh, okay. So you bought 3 books. That's great.
Like 3 of our books? Is that what they mean?
Probably not. Probably
okay.
2, both our books and then some other books.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you see it's actually very similar to the front, not the front, the 3/4 view. But if you want to make it look more like...
Sorry,
cuts coming
I
from
wasn't
the
clear.
side.
I didn't mean the bangs like the hair in the back of the head. So like back there.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the hairstyle.
Yeah, because like you can have a straight hair that kind of just looks like this. That's just tapered. It just has a slight S curve. Or you can have...
Like a Sakura.
Yeah. Like a Sakura?
Like Cardcaptor Sakura.
Oh, okay, like short hair at the... Short hair, is that what you mean?
They're just saying hair in general.
Okay. Let me think. You can have short hair. That's just a little bit... That just kind of stops.
Monday to Friday.
Monday to Friday?
We could do like Thursdays. The problem is a lot of people who want to join Anime Art School Live work full-time jobs during the week.
Yeah.
And are in school, like college or something.
Yeah. Like if you're doing short hair...
Christina and I are busy on all of Saturday, basically.
Yeah, we are.
Like, literally our streams will last till like 9 p.m. We're basically busy from 9 in the morning to 9 p.m. on Saturdays.
Yeah. If you're doing short hair from the back, and you're kind of looking at it from the side view, it's actually kind of layered. Like, they're not all the same length, or else it'd be a very different hairstyle. towards the top of the head, it'll be a little bit shorter strands, but towards the bottom, it'll get longer. And all you really need to do is just add the overlaps inside the silhouette. And that'll make it feel like a short hair from the side view.
Don't forget to like the live, everybody.
Yes.
It helps with discoverability, and our discoverability just got absolutely smashed because we ended a live and started a live one after the other.
Well, it's a lesson to learn.
Did you see the Cardcaptor Sakura mobile game coming out?
I have not seen it. I've seen a picture of it, but I have no idea what it's about. But it sounds cool. If you're doing like wavy ends, just end them pretty sharp. Sometimes some wavy hair will be a little bit more like an S-curve towards the end. And you can add like different sides to the ribbons, like this. And even now, I'm still adding layering, right? Because I have this overlap right here.
David,
this overlap right here.
Lover 21. Hi guys, it's Samuel. I changed my username and it took my nickname away, so I can't change it yet.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting us know.
You might have to remind us again later. What about like, what's it called? Jellyfish hair from the side view.
Jellyfish hair from the side view? Oh, yes.
It's kind of like a bob with hair coming out from underneath.
Yeah. So, it is like a bob. It is like a bob.
Nobody asked that. I just said that. You could turn this one into jellyfish hair.
Oh, sure. I can do that.
Like, if you wanted to turn that into jellyfish hair, wouldn't all you kind of have to do...
Just add a bulge.
Is just add like that?
Yeah, but I would, like, make it even more extreme in terms of the shape.
But I don't actually really want to see jellyfish hair.
Okay.
We need to move on.
Okay. Let's see, where do we move on to?
The next thing. Hair tucked behind the ear.
Oh, hair tucked behind the ear, yes. So if you're drawing hair tucked behind the ear, this will focus more on your hairline.
Hello, Galaxy.
So if there's no bangs, most of the time you'll actually see the hairline being implied. So like sometimes if it's like long hair and it's tucking behind, you'll actually see the underside of the hairline right here and how the hair flips up to the top. So like this is your top side of your hair strand. This is the bottom side of your hair strand. And this hair strand goes back into space and goes behind the ear. So if this side wasn't tucked behind, you would still see that kind of like that indication of the hairline right here.
You guys are a long way from head pats. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. So does this make sense?
Yeah. Like the bangs are so long, you just have to do something with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that they don't have bangs. It's that
they're just long.
They're so long and they're put somewhere else.
Yeah. And then this is where the hair can come out from the ear, from behind the ear, and then like flow to the front to make it, more dynamic. It's got to go somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time, some people just tuck it behind and then it just disappears, and you don't want that. Other times, it kind of just comes to the front or goes to the back.
Mm-hmm. Could do male hair. I always have trouble with that.
Male hair. What kind of male hair? Because like technically, just short hair, it could just be male hair.
Yeah, male hair and female hair. It's both
kind
hair.
of the same.
It is the same.
Yeah.
It's just hair. So do you mean short hairstyle?
Fluffy? Okay, I do have a fluffy. Let me look. I do have a fluffy. But I can make it fluffier. So this is like a fluffy hairstyle. And we can analyze this a little bit. Fluffier textures tend to be a little bit more like S-curves. So like if I'm going to lower the opacity of this and draw on top, you'll notice that to make it fluffy, this is the head right here, the scalp, and look at the distance between the hair itself and the scalp. It's like, I made him look like he had like alien antennas or something. Mm-hmm. But you'll see that the hair comes way up and overlaps the scalp like a lot.
Yeah. Fluffy generally is implying a lot of volume.
Yeah.
Fluffy equals volume.
Yeah. And also the more curly and a lot of like C curves there are in the hair, it also looks very fluffy like that as well. So if I'm going to draw this, or if I'm going to draw something similar to this, I'm going to make this a little bit, oops. And make this a little bit.
Shrink it a lot.
Shrink it a lot, yeah. There you go. If I'm going to draw fluffy hair, put on a different layer. Draw the head first because that's... I always recommend drawing heads first because that's where the hair is coming from. And if you just try to draw the hair first before the head, it just looks a little bit off. Right. It don't look right.
You use draw through, everybody.
Yeah, draw through.
Draw through is when you do the part. You draw the part that you don't see, so you know where it is.
Mm-hmm. And then you can always erase it later.
Tiny.
Sorry, tiny. It's hard to see.
See how small Christina draws, by the way? Y'all in there drawing like this. Christina's drawing like that big. It's easier to draw small because you can get a look at the overall thing.
I also really recommend trying to think silhouette when it comes to fluffy hair like this, because it's easy to go into the little details and try to draw every strand like this, but then it's harder to actually zoom out and see the bigger picture of what this hair actually looks like. So like fluffy hair kind of almost has like a mushroomy effect, and when I draw fluffy hair, I always kind of start with the outside silhouette. Right, I'm thinking about the shape of the hair as it looks from the outside, and then I go towards the details.
Yep. Do you teach fluffy hair in the art school?
I think I do, actually. Yeah, I do. I do teach fluffy hair in the art school.
Yeah. If you want an in-depth look at all this stuff, in our anime art school, there's a whole massive section on hair and hairstyles.
Yeah.
For anime characters.
So you'll notice that even the hair clumps in this curly hair is also very fluffy, so very wide, and a lot of layers. So you'll see me just putting in a lot of overlaps, overlap. You know, even, in fact, I would even recommend to even add strands within strands. So like this clump right here will have a strand right on top. This one will have a strand right on top.
A lot of overlaps.
Let me just do that. And that's, you know, all about design, right? Have a little shape right here, have a big shape over here, have a little shape coming out here. And I'm using this as a reference and then trying to translate that in my own way or interpret it in my own way for this other one. Yeah, it would work for both genders.
Yep.
You know, this hair would totally work for a girl as well. That's why it's kind of like it's hard to say male hairstyles and female hairstyles.
Yeah,
but
it's just short hair, long hair, fluffy hair, different textures.
Yeah. So it just depends on like what vibe of character you want in.
Yeah, you know, like you could draw a girl's face on this.
Yeah, I could.
And it would just be a girl.
I just add the eyelashes.
Think Ikumi from Food Wars.
Yeah, Ikumi has like a masculine eyelashes. It's just a very short hairstyle,
it's
but it's
masculine.
A girl.
It's just
it's
short.
Not masculine. It's just short. Yeah. Yeah, works for a girl. Same way as it worked for a guy. If you add the lashes. Hey fish.
Hey fish.
But since this is a guy, I'm gonna make it look like a guy. And I think fluffy hair also really works for more like cinnamon roll type characters. So like gentler characters will tend to have fluffier hair.
I always have trouble with overlapping the strands. Yeah, when you overlap strands, you need to consider the volume. You need to consider the volume of both the overlapping and the overlapped strand, for sure. Also, think about how the strand you're putting on top is going to break up the shape of the one below it.
Yeah. Here, you want to do a little demo?
So, if you draw like a strand of hair, like this, and you're going to overlap like this, think about the shape of this and the shape of this. See, I don't like that because it's evenly broken up. So what I would do instead is I would say maybe come down here and break it up like that. So this volume is much smaller than this volume here, and that'll make a more interesting design. Then, of course, you can come in and
Now, this is like
clean that up a little bit.
harder to talk about, but sometimes you just gotta draw a lot of hair.
Yeah.
You just gotta draw a lot of hair and get a feel for how hair flows. Like, every hair strand or every hairstyle is going to be different.
Yeah. So, guys, this is really important, by the way. Thinking about your volumes, thinking about large versus like medium versus small areas, that's going to make any hairstyle look good. It's not about the hairstyle, it's about how you design your lines and your shapes.
Have you guys shown how to do choppy straight hair? Ooh.
Like hime cut?
Or do you mean like straight hair, but it's like kind of unevenly cut?
Like chopped? A different, like, I can't think of an anime character.
Like Jiro from My Hero Academia?
No, or maybe like, who's that assassin girl from Hell's Paradise?
Dang. I know what you mean.
I don't know her name.
I forgot what her name was. But I know what you mean. She has purple hair and she's a ninja.
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's technically straight and choppy hair, so I can
Like
kind of do
toga?
that. Yeah, like toga. Sigma hair. I don't know what Sigma hair looks like. Okay. So,
I want jellyfish hair. We have a whole breakdown of jellyfish hair in one of our VODs.
choppy hair, a lot of the time, is just unevenly cut strands. And a lot of the time, it's just straight at the bottom. But the curve of the of the hair strand itself is like is more like an S curve. You can just do whatever you want. Straight hair isn't always just going to be straight like this. Although, I mean, you could do a straight line like this. It just wouldn't look, it would look kind of unnatural. You still want to add a curve to the straight hair. So it'd be kind of like a C curve. And then when you draw choppy straight hair, you'll have to have like a variety of big, medium, small, different length hair strands. So like this looks choppy because it's uneven. This looks manicured and nicely trimmed because they're all ending at the same, roughly the same point, but it looks groomed. Right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Do you have any tips for me as a beginner digital artist? Draw a lot.
Draw a lot.
The more, as with anything, the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get doing it. So my tip is don't procrastinate on it, or else you're not going to improve at all. And don't have too many expectations. Just focus on doing the action of showing up and drawing, rather than I need this digital artwork to turn out amazing, or else I'm going to get depressed and get art block.
Yeah.
You win if you show up.
Mm-hmm. You win if you draw.
If you want to get better, it's about mileage. Like, obviously you want to do, like, conscious practice and everything, but for your specific question, showing up is usually the hardest part for most people.
Yeah. So even with choppy hair, they will still have a direction. So like you'll notice that's not going everywhere like this and it's radiating out. There's still like an overall like movement in the hair. There's like this swoop towards this side. And that's what's going to unify the choppy hair to make it look more designed and make it look prettier.
It is so different from traditional pencil and paper too. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, after you get more used to it, there's not really a lot of difference. There's more tools. The screen is backlit.
Yeah.
But a line is a line, a shape is a shape, no matter the medium.
I can draw this on a sketchbook just as easily.
Yeah.
Because it's all just the same movement. And once again, if you're struggling with layering, look how I layered these strands right here. It's kind of like a little stair step. One strand in front, one strand behind, one strand that's larger right underneath of it. And then you can split this whole clump into multiple sections. But once again, this all goes down to like, how are you going to design that? What's the feel? Like, do I want my hair to be layered like this, where we see the front and then the underside of the hair? Or do I want it to look mostly in the front, but maybe just a little bit in the back?
If you're having trouble figuring out a drawing program, just first learn how to recreate pencil and paper. So one layer, how do I make a line? How do I use an eraser? And just draw a lot like that until you're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to figure out levels and curves and layer settings and multiply and add. Like, none of that matters when you're just getting started. Mm-hmm. Just figure out how to draw a line.
Yeah.
And then just do that a lot. That's literally all that's been done this entire stream so far.
Literally.
It's just drawing lines.
Mm-hmm. Just drawing lines, yeah. No, there's no special technique. It's just drawing it. So we also covered a little bit on how to like not make the hair flat. I hope that that's helpful, like overlaps and stuff. Talked about layering, how to not draw the same bangs all the time. That just goes on to like drawing different types of bangs, looking at pictures.
Donuts. Thank you, Pod, for the paper crane and the donut.
Thank
and also
you.
earlier, thank you, Valerie, for the rose and the ice cream cone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
So I think when you're struggling with drawing the same bangs all the time, it's more of just a matter of I'm scared to go outside of the comfort zone.
Build visual library.
You need to physically actually look at different types of bangs, like parted bangs, right? There's so many bangs that you can do. You got parted bangs, you got chopped,
messy bangs,
messy,
side-swept
bangs,
bangs.
side.
Got like Aerith bangs.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know what that's called.
I think those are just curtain bangs.
Curtain bangs.
Curtain bangs. And the more you understand that there's different types of bangs out there, you'll be able to draw it. Like, the more you draw it, right? Like, parted bangs can just be like a curtain bang that's just swept to the side. Like this.
Fish? She just did a whole, little demo on Fluffy hair.
Yeah, you'll see in the bod. But it's basically just a bunch of, I would say, think overall big image.
Yeah, volume.
Volume, like what's the hair going to look like on the outside, because that's what's characteristic of curly hair and fluffy hair. It's not the inside, it's the outside. And then you basically mimic the outside shape with the inside shape. So you'll notice that these shapes right here, all these clumps, kind of look similar to the ones on the outside. Because it just gives that texture.
For sure, Alexia. Updos, ponytail.
I got ponytail pictures, so we'll analyze that. So like parted bangs are just bangs that are kind of short, but they're not like together. There's one side and there's another side, right? Then there's a chopped kind that I just did earlier, which is like, kind of straight bangs, but you can make it very manicured like this, or you can make it more choppy and uneven like this. Fluffier bangs just have a lot more of a C shape. More like, think of like fluffy tails, fluffy animal tails, right? And they just have that like everywhere. But they're all kind of landing around the same area. The length of these bangs are not like crazy, like short, super long, super short. They're all relatively ending around the same area. If you're gonna draw like, nicer bangs, of course, not messy ones.
Not like mental breakdown.
Not like mental breakdown bangs. So yeah, like learn the qualities of these different types of bangs. Look for them in pictures, identify them, and then you'll be able to. And the more you draw it, the more you'll be able to draw different types of bangs. So the first thing is just being aware that you draw the same bangs, which is great. The next thing is to just, sometimes the best thing is just to draw differently. But also just have the reference that you need. Like, it's hard to draw different bangs when you don't know what different bangs look like. So I really recommend looking at the references. All right. Okay.
Huge cone-shaped ponytails.
Cone-shaped ponytails.
Yeah, it's a spiral. You basically just draw a cone and add wrapping lines around it, and then show the back side as well.
Cone-shaped ponytails?
Cone-shaped, like, pillar hairs. No, not ponytail. Like, they said ponytail, but I think they mean, like, who's the pink Vocaloid girl?
Oh,
with
you mean,
the
like...
side things.
You mean, like corkscrew tails?
Yeah, like corkscrews, I think they mean.
Okay.
You draw a cone a cylinder to start.
That kind of looks like a cone as well.
Cone/cylinder. It depends how you want it to be.
And then you draw a lot of wrapping lines that follow the form of the cylinder. Make a big, medium, and small one, and a very tiny one. And then you draw the rest of the cylinders on the inside.
Yeah.
And then, to make them more interesting, you like zigzag it a little bit.
Mommy from Madoka.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's the same thing.
She was in one of our TikToks that blew up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Everybody in the comments said something like,
Mommy Tomoe.
They found her head.
They found her. Really? That's what they said?
And stuff like that.
Funny.
That video got a lot of views. I think it might have gotten like, I don't remember, close to 1 million or maybe like 700,000.
Oh wow.
724,000.
Corkscrew tails, corkscrew pigtails. There we go.
Thank you for sharing the live, Slay.
Thank you. Hey, Shu.
Appreciate it. If anybody else wants to share the live or hit the like button, now's your chance. Or just say hi.
Ponytail.
If anybody is new here, also say hey in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. We will give you a shout out. Sup? Hello. Lou, hello. Welcome.
I really like this ponytail right here.
That's
It has
a
a nice
looking
texture.
ponytail. So how is everybody doing? You enjoying the live so far? Yeah, sorry, we started the live earlier on the phone, but it had a horrible connection and tried to switch it to the computer, but we had to end in order to start it again.
And we had like 100 people here, which is a little bit of a bummer, but you know, now we know. That's kind of what happens.
So fun to watch you draw so many different styles.
Yay.
That is definitely the power of Foundation.
Yes, you can just draw whatever you want.
Yeah, pick up stuff very quickly.
Ponytails.
Glad you like it. Super fun. Awesome.
I like drawing hair. Hair is just so easy. It's very fun. I love it. It's also similar to drawing clothes to me, in my opinion.
Hair is just so easy, huh? Isn't it,
Sorry.
everybody?
That sounds really mean. That sounds kind of like
Probably more fun.
digging. It's more fun.
Braids.
I do have braid pictures. Great. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. So ponytails, if you don't want them to look like, I don't know. So this is what a lot of people do when they draw ponytails. They draw a head, and then they just put a ponytail here. Which technically, it's kind of true, right? Because the hair kind of like bunches up, and it's really form-fitting around the skull, but it's boring.
It's not designed.
It's not designed. It's just kind of plain.
Remember, chat, art, you cannot draw without designing.
Yeah.
Even if you don't think you're designing, you are.
So I want you to pay very close attention to this ponytail right here. The hair
All right, Dana.
bulges
Bye-bye.
out. Bye. The hair bulges out, creates this curve.
Ooh, check out that nice accelerated curve.
It's not completely round.
Look at that. That's an accelerated curve.
Yeah.
It means it has different like curves within it.
Yeah. And then this curve, it's kind of invisible to see, but I'm kind of using this hair as a reference as well. This curve is also not completely round, but a little bit bulged. If I were to draw the actual scalp, the scalp, starting from the forehead, looks like this. And you see how much the hair cushions on top of the scalp itself.
Yeah, we can do front ponytail.
Yeah.
My OC has a ponytail, and Christina draws her a lot, so she's pretty good at drawing ponytails.
Yes, got the practice. So, you'll see how the hair comes in and ties into the ponytail. Then when the ponytail comes in, it's not like a very slow curve, although some people do have very slow curves like this. It's really high. There's a mound up right in the beginning, and then it falls into whatever shape that you want it. It could be an S shape, it could be a very simple shape.
So another accelerated curve.
So another accelerated curve. Boom, boom, like that.
Where are
Very
the
fast.
apexes of these curves? The apex, which is the highest point, or the point at which it kind of peaks, is here and here. Not here and here. So this curve doesn't look like that. It looks like
So
like
the
that.
reason why I'm covering the side view first is because you got to know what the side view looks like before you draw the front.
So if you know any furry artists and they're really, really, really good, almost all of their curves are going to be very dynamic. They're not going to look like this. They're going to tend to look like this or this
Ooh.
or something like that. Because the way that curves, when curves are 50-50 on each side, they tend to look kind of boring. When you push the apex to one side or the other, you can even add a little S curve on one side, like this. They look much better. So go ahead, look at some really good furry artists. You'll notice almost every one of their curves, whether it's a big curve, medium curve, or small curve, will be a dynamic curve.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw this from the side view first, and then I'll draw this ponytail from the front.
We got some pretty good artists in our community, and I was looking at their art, and a lot of nice dynamic curves.
Very nice dynamic curves. You kind of have to with animals, like, or with animalistic type characters. So, scalp, but the bulge of the hair comes up like an S curve, and these all curl in to the ponytail
and they
holder.
wrap around the form.
They wrap around the form. So really try to get that. Even in a front view, this will appear. But it's just more like foreshortened.
Welcome, Aliyu. Aliyu? I don't know how to say that exactly. Thanks for liking the live, Alexia.
Another thing that'll be very important for a front view, which I will show in the side view, is the top and bottom side of the ponytail. So this is the bottom. This is the top. If you don't show that, it's gonna look not very dimensional.
Yeah. You can usually find actually a pretty clear separation of top and bottom if you look for it.
Yeah, like in this image right here. Well, I think we drew on top or drew below it. There it is.
Yeah, you can see it right here. You got.
Oh,
I can't
sorry.
draw.
There you go.
You can see it right there.
Yep.
You can see that come over like that.
The shadow side is usually the bottom side. Like this, bottom, 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 top, top. Some hidden in the bottom right here, bottom, but you'll see that top and bottom.
That has to do with dimensional drawing. If you want something to look dimensional, add multiple sides to it.
Yeah.
You can disguise the sides,
Yeah.
but you want to make sure you add them.
Like pushing and pulling what strands come first. Like if I shade this underside of the hair right here, automatically the side that's, not shaded in is in front of the shaded part. That makes sense.
Nope, I've never seen their videos. Is it good? Are they good?
Oh, fun. So, if I were to do this same ponytail from the front, or not, I don't know if I should do directly from like a straight up front view.
I don't watch other, I don't watch art channels and stuff on YouTube, really.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do a front view and just see how
Straight up front?
Maybe. I'm kind of tempted to just do like an almost front view, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do an almost front view. So like this is mostly front. It's a little bit on the 3/4 side. So if I were to draw this same ponytail from this direction, hairline comes out from the front. We'll see some side parted bangs on the sides of her hair. And sometimes these hair strands will actually kind of block a little bit of the hair strands in the back, but you'll still see it. To make it look nice, we got to add in those lines, right? So it's a little bit harder to see this curve
in the
front view.
Welcome.
Hey, Danny.
Did you like that giant Stanley Cup?
That's so funny.
Would you see the top of the ponytail from the front? If it's a high ponytail.
If it's a very high ponytail, then yes. Sometimes I like to kind of cheese it a little bit.
If you can cheat it.
You can cheat it.
To make it visible.
It's design, right? So like here, if I were to draw this from the front view, I would actually bulge out the sides of the hair a little bit more, just to show the tightness and the volume of the hair being pulled back.
Have a good walk. Roblox tonight, maybe.
Maybe. I have to do some recording tonight.
We can do both.
We can do both.
Can I tag you guys in my scarf update on Discord? What is a scarf?
Oh, that
update?
scarf.
Oh yeah, the knitted one. Sure, if you want. What? Off topic maybe?
Yeah, probably off topic. I think. So this is where we can see the side view, right? The side view, the hair comes out, pretty high up. Kind of creates a little diagonal line. It's not super high, but it's not super low. If it's a low, quote unquote, low high ponytail.
Yep, we got a Discord. There's a link in our bio that you can join our Discord.
Yep.
There's 1,400 something members now. It's very active. We got a lot of fun channels. People are in voice calls all the time. People watch anime together. Heck, I think people are watching that time I got reincarnated as a slime right now.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's what they were watching last night. There's Barry, Alexia. Alexia, are you in here? What are they watching?
I did see Alexia in the chat. So when I'm drawing like a high ponytail from the front, I like to really show the bulge.
Yeah, it's an art-oriented server. Our VODs get posted in there. Every time we go live, it gets announced. A lot of people hang out, have fun, post their art. There's art challenges.
Yep.
There's weekly, monthly art challenges. Vio and Tofungus run that.
12 is sleeping.
There's a bunch of art share channels. You know, people draw all the time in the calls.
Would you see the hair tie in the front view? Not really, unless
No.
it's like a scrunchie. If it's a scrunchie, you'll see it. If it's like a really small ponytail, it's very hard to see that because the hair is overlapping the hair tie itself. So yeah. If it asks for a phone number, what happens if I don't have one?
That's like an automatic Discord thing. If you don't have one and you want to join the community, just give me your TikTok username in the chat and I'll manually give you the right role. Student role, 1,260 people that have the student role.
So there, you would still see.
So let me know your TikTok username and I'll just manually add you.
Hello. I checked and everyone is in watch channel, so no wonder everyone is gone. It's funny. I'm fine if they're watching anime while we stream. It's cute.
Hey, Tewani Thomas.
So hopefully that this makes sense, like drawing the ponytail from the front. It's harder to see the actual like side shape, but if you imply a little bit on the outside and you still show front, side, and back of the ponytail itself, it'll look pretty good.
I'm typing in your name. It's not showing up.
Bye, Daniela.
Have you joined the server yet?
I'm drawing on an iPad Pro.
I'm typing in CAPT and nothing's coming up.
I'm still learning more about furry art. So far, I'm good with sketching the head. I'm ready to level up. That's good. Not yet, they said.
Oh, okay.
So what else is there that we can draw?
That's awesome, Shadow Fox.
Ooh, hair direction and hair growth. I feel like that's really fun.
Did you answer?
Yes,
what
I
you're
did.
drawing on?
I did iPad Pro.
Yeah. Go ahead and join the server, and I'll add you.
Someone asked about the braids. I don't know. Braids. Okay. What kind of braids, Fish? What are you doing again? Hair parting. Yeah, I'll do hair parting. I'll do braids first. And then hair parting.
Ooh, juice.
Ah.
Yummy.
Braid like Makima. Oh, okay. So like a kind of like a braid that comes from the back to the front. Is that what you were saying?
We're in Arizona.
So most of the time you'll just see kind of like braids going from thick to thin. So braids aren't always just one long rope, although some are. I feel like with braids that is just like one large braid, it's usually a lot thicker towards the top and then gets thinner at the bottom. So when you're drawing like a hair that's coming from the back to the front, draw the tail first, kind of like this, and then draw one side of the braid. I like to draw braids like twists first, kind of like little marshmallow twists, like this, and it gets a little bit smaller as it gets closer to the bottom. And then the other side, I'll add the other side, like kind of alternating. So they're not like super symmetrical, but they're like kind of overlapped. That's more of like a 3/4 angle braid. Hopefully you can see that. Does that make sense? Scarf update sent now. Nice. I just posted my first digital piece in the Discord. Awesome.
Nice. In Art Share 1, I'm guessing. Oh, that's cute.
That is cute. Oh, that's
very
02.
nice. 02. And the scarf update, wow, that's long.
That's really long.
Very nice.
I cannot knit.
I would not wear that here. It is over 100 degrees outside, but it looks very good for Canada.
Makima braid. Let me just.
Nice black scarf.
Yes.
how you design the shape of the knots?
There's multiple ways to design knots. It's kind of hard,
Hello, Mai.
but sometimes some people like to alternate the braids like this. Like they'll have one knot coming in, another knot coming out.
Knot.
Like a
One cable.
one hair, yeah, one cable.
Cable, whatever it's called.
Yeah, and then it will kind of create like this alternating
One ball of yarn, 2 more to go.
heart shape.
Pen Poppy. That's a fun name. Welcome. Captain. Awesome.
Most of the time they look like hearts though.
I'll give you the rule. Yeah, just make sure you read the rules and stuff. And you'll be good.
I personally think that by separating them into...
You should be able to see the server now. Didn't know the Discord grew so much. Let's go. Yeah, if I look right now, our Discord server has 1,422 members. That's all from this summer, basically. I think we had like 40, 50 members before this summer.
Wow.
So they're all fresh, young, or old artists who are ready to collab and hang out.
Yes. Little arrows. Yeah, that would actually be really cute. I think as long as you show the twist in the braid itself, it'll look like a braid. There's also braids that, you know, just kind of look like little diamonds like this, if they're like really tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Boop. Let me see.
I've been drawing a lot. Chat, Christina's been having me learn how to draw anime characters. Where the heck is my iPad?
Sometimes you actually see upside down hearts. I don't know where your iPad is.
Oh, here it is.
Let me just look. I'm kind of just looking at this picture right here of like a Makima cosplay, and I'm looking at the braids. It is quite complicated to break down because there's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to scroll through my phone so I don't fall asleep during the live. Well, I bet it is a little bit hard.
Here it is.
A little bit late. Oh, I love that.
I've been practicing anime. I can't see this screen. There we go. I drew Miki.
It's very nice. I like the way how you do the leggies.
That was yesterday. I haven't added clothes yet.
Oop. So it almost kind of looks like an upside down braid. Like, if I turn this upside down, it kind of looks like the braid that I drew right here. But if you were to, like, flip it, it looks like it's upside down, which I think looks a little bit strange. I think it's not what I'm used to. So you might need to, you might just need to draw it upside down and then just flip it. But it looks to me like this braid, if I'm just going to draw like a really quick rope here, it looks like all the twists are actually coming from above. Like they're angling upwards instead of downwards. And I feel like that's what's a little bit confusing about this type of braid.
Huh? They look like little droplets.
They do look like little droplets, like little upside down hearts. Like if you just drew like a twist going upwards instead and then just connected. There, we got the Makima braid. It's just upside down.
It does seem upside down.
It's kind of trippy. I don't know how they do that.
Yeah. If you really want to break down how to draw something, break it into from complex to simple. Like break it down into its very simple shapes and go, what shapes am I seeing? And what's actually happening in 3D space? Like how does it come to be? It's like an investigation thing.
Yeah. So like this automatically looks very different from this one because the angles is just different now. So
we did a pose live recently. It should be on our VOD channel. Yeah, we got a VOD channel. So if you go to the link in our bio, scroll to the bottom, there's a purple button, and that will be a link to our VOD channel. So all of these lives get uploaded and put on there. Yeah, there's a lot of videos on there. We've covered a lot of stuff. Poses is very popular, though, so we will go ahead and cover that again sometime. Autumn, thank you for the roses.
actually, Autumn sews her own dresses too.
Yep.
Do you still post them in the live demos? Yes.
Yep. Every time.
See. Is it the same for Mitsuri's braid? Let me look at Mitsuri Kanroji's braids.
Is that the girl with the pink and
Yep.
green hair?
Mm-hmm.
From Demon Slayer?
Yas.
I stopped watching Demon Slayer.
Mitsuri's hair is more like the heart shape, kind of
Normal.
like the normal, but they're a lot poofier. They actually look like little hearts because she's all about love, right? So
Yeah.
that's really cute in her design. There's like various like tightness of different braids. So like her braids are a lot more poofy on the sides and around.
The VOD link is Anime Academy VODs on YouTube. So if you look on YouTube, just Anime Academy VODs. That's it.
And when we draw the inside, you know, you can also poof out some strands just to make it look even extra poofier. And draw these tension
I'll post the name of the
lines here.
channel. Anime Academy VODs.
I always recommend that if you're drawing like really poofy braids like this, add these lines in the middle, in the center, because that shows the hair being tucked into each other.
Welcome, Eddie.
Hello.
I do like to try and welcome people that I see join at the bottom.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll stick around and chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that.
Ota, welcome.
Hello. Ota, that's a nice name. So if I did a braid like this but without the twists or without the hair strands in the middle, it kind of just looks like...
Kimani. I like that name.
Kimani?
Kimani.
Kimani? Oh, that's cute. See, look at the difference. No strands in the middle. Oh, sorry, no strands in the middle with strands in the middle. Which one looks more like hair, right?
Smiles, welcome.
Hello. Can you send me the VOD link? I don't see it. I think we just sent it, right?
I just sent the name of the channel.
Oh, okay. Christina's mm-hms are making me forget that I'm sick. Aw.
Joe, welcome. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mine has more sass, but
Yeah.
Christina's is better.
Iconic?
Biased?
I think it's bias.
I think it's biased.
I think we got some Colton solo fans. And we got some bias towards me, but it's fine. I think it's cute. All right, so now what do we do, guys? Give me some ideas.
Harper, welcome. I don't know. What do we do?
Oh, hair direction. Hair parting.
direction.
That's right. I wanted to do that. I'll do that in here, in this little space. I'm going to make sure that it's all in the right layer. There we go.
I'm biased towards both of y'all. Welcome back, Lucas Edits. Hair parts, buns.
Buns are cute. I'll have to do buns in a little bit.
Toe joined.
Toe.
We got a couple
Got a
toes
couple
around
toes
here.
around here. Toe usernames.
Yeah.
Although Bacho's doesn't have her Tofungus username display name yet. So hair
Katsuan.
parts. I feel like this is something that is always kind of trippy to me as well. But then I have to look at my own head and be like, okay, where does my hair part? So like, I'm gonna draw the top side of the head here. So there's some people, there's different parts of the head, right? There's partings for the bangs itself. So this itself is a group. And then most of the time, if you have your hair down, sometimes it'll be like a center part. And when the center part comes in, it kind of looks like this. So here's the bangs, right, for instance. And then when you part the hair, you'll start seeing these little ridges that come out. So if I were to just draw it real quick, it kind of looks like this. Let me just draw that better. Come on, undo.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
It kind of looks like that if you're doing like a middle part. If it's like a side part or like one side is more dominant than the other, then you'll actually see like a little bit of a hook.
Jawline tutorial. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll talk about jawline.
Yeah, that's
little
not a
bit.
bad. That's not a bad idea.
It should go pretty fast.
Yeah. So like if one side is more dominant, you'll see that the hairline is actually a little bit lower, and you'll see a twist in the hair itself. So you'll see like a little pocket of the hair being flipped to the other side. But they're all following the hairline. There's multiple hairlines because there's multiple hair groups, and it just depends on how you want to like style it.
Where is it separated at as well?
Yeah, where is it separated at exactly?
Anime hair vents.
Hair
Yeah,
vents.
basically.
Yeah, literally.
Mickey's got hair vents.
Yep, she does got hair vents.
Except here. Wait.
Well, they're subtle. They're more like subtle. They're kind of covered. But in the other image, there is definitely hair vents.
Yep.
like that. I think it's funny how they call it hair vents, or air vents, sorry.
I haven't heard of that.
I never heard of that
Hair
before.
vents, they say.
Hair vents, yeah. So like that is kind of like where the hair parts, and you'll actually see the underside of the hair itself sometimes. Hopefully that makes sense. And then buns or jawlines. What should I cover?
Buns.
Okay.
Real quick.
Okay. Let me just.
If whoever wanted jawlines, are you still here, Sam? Anime hair vents. Yep. That's really important too. It gives you a lot of opportunity to overlap and stuff. Awesome. Yeah, we'll talk about
merge.
We'll talk about the jaws.
Yeah. So stay tuned in a little bit. I will
buns real quick.
Draw buns, like dongo buns, like meatball head.
Theo, Pen Poppy.
Oh, hi.
Hello, welcome. The first time I've seen you here.
Yeah. Hopefully
My
stay
buns
around.
end up looking like circles.
They kind of are
If you're new here, stick around. We love new people.
It's always nice when TikTok kind of brings in a bit more new people.
Yeah, we also have a Discord server. We hang out there all the time. People watch anime and the voice channels together.
People draw together.
We draw together. There's weekly and monthly challenges. Lots and lots of fun stuff going on.
So buns ain't just circles, although you can definitely simplify them into circles. I think it's cuter.
25K.
Ooh, 25K.
We have to stop really quick because chat has to have head pats. Because they hit 25K.
This is you guys.
So, congrats, chat. You hit 25,000 likes. Great work.
Good job.
Great work.
I would do this too.
So, every 25,000 likes, chat gets head pats. And sometimes they'll get cheek pulls and kissies as well.
Kissies. I like that word kissies. It's cute. It's dorky. So, we can definitely do a round one. Okay, so let me just draw a few shapes here. We have a round...
Goofy-ah.
A round
is
shape.
Fire on another level.
Aw.
Awesome.
We got this one here.
Yippee.
And a lot of time when you are drawing buns...
Where is Mitsubi? I don't know.
I don't know where she's at. You gotta wrap the hair strands around the sphere. Sometimes they'll crisscross each other.
Yeah. You know what a bun reminds me of?
What?
You know when you take a Slinky and you kind of like pinch it together and it kind of like fans out like...
It kind of is like
how
that.
does it work? Like you do this and it goes like this and it's like...
Yeah, it kind of is like that.
That's kind of like how hair buns are in a way.
They kind of are like that. What is the tablet you're using called?
It's an iPad 12.9.
Some buns are a little bit tighter.
Drawing Miki and her sister. Ooh, I'm excited
I'm
for that.
excited
Like a
for
croissant,
that.
yeah?
Yeah, it's kind of like a croissant. So these are like more tighter shaped buns, so you'll actually see the crossing. It's kind of like a volleyball in a way as well. Mm-hmm. Like you'll see that being pulled like this. You'll see some messier buns that are more like heart shaped or more a little bit squished.
Ball of yarn.
Ball of yarn, yeah. So like maybe there's like some part or like a dimple in the hair bun itself, and they're all like gravitating towards this point. That's another way to show, different types of buns. And I think a lot of time when people draw buns, they don't do this enough. They don't add these little strands that show the hair is being bunched in. So I really like adding little stray strands like this. I think it's extra cute. Sometimes you'll see a little strand in the middle like that.
Yamada hair from A Silent Voice.
Yamada hair?
I don't know.
I forgot what that guy looks like. Is it kind of spiky? Silent Voice. Yamada? We'll see if it comes up. Oh, okay.
Oh, is that like spiky?
Is it this guy here? Is it this guy?
Like spiky hair? Bakugo type hair?
Oh, okay.
We can cover that later.
Cover that.
Someone wanted to hear about jawlines after buns.
Jawline, yeah, that's a good idea. Jawlines. Let me just add them in
So,
here.
kind of requires a little context of just the head in general.
Yeah.
Maybe you just start with kind of like a standard breakdown of a head.
Okay. In the side view?
In a view that shows the jaw.
It does show the jaw, so. A lot of time we start with a kind of an elliptical shape for the back of the head and the head itself.
For the cranium.
The cranium. So this is your cranium skull area.
All right, Chuko, have a good one.
Bye, Chuko. And then what you do is you kind of chop this side of the head in half. Not in half, sorry. You chop the side off so it looks more flat. So like from the 3/4 view, you chop this end off and it looks flat like that. And then you divide this in half. And this is basically where your jawline...
blowing in the wind after.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
That's good. Don't let us forget.
Hair blowing in the wind. Hair wind.
So, jawline, spiky hair blowing in the wind.
Yeah, spiky hair.
She's cute. Who's that?
I don't know. I don't know who this is. Anayanami.
Anayanami?
She has really cute hair. Okay, spiky hair. I'm getting distracted.
Chat, who is that? Anayanami?
Who's this girl?
Who's this girl?
She cute.
But anyways.
Very adorable. Anyways, so we take this side of the head, divide it in half, and this is basically where the jawline is going to come out.
Yep.
This end right here is the back of the head, and this is kind of like where the ear is going to be situated in.
Halfway point.
Halfway point. It's got like the halfway point right here.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to make the jaw like super long like this. I would say this is a pretty good length. Let me think.
It's basically an extra third.
It's an extra third, yeah. So like if we were to divide the head proportions, you can divide your head proportions into thirds. Like so, like this is 1/3, 2/3, 3/3.
I don't understand this. This is not at the top here.
I know. I'm drawing separate drawings.
Oh, you're drawing a new drawing.
I'm drawing a new drawing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sorry. I should have specified. This is essentially the size of the head in thirds. And if we do the same thing over here, we have 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. I kind of guessed it, right? And then from here, we can just connect the jawline. Now the jawline isn't just a straight line like this, although it could be.
That's like a simple...
It's kind of like a very simplified version of it. It's more like a diagonal line that is a little bit of a rounder slope.
Hello, Leah.
Hey, Leah.
I only have a pen. Guess I'm drawing with an unforgiving medium. Yep, you'll probably
Yes.
improve a lot.
So a lot of people think that a jawline is just going to be like this. That's not a jawline because it's connecting to the back of the head. You actually need to go up. Sorry. Go diagonal, then go up. That's your jawline. And then this is the back of your head.
Yes.
So if you don't get this shape right, that's not a jawline. But of course, there's multiple types of jawlines, right? There's a softer jawline for girls, if you want a more like cutesier type. And most of the time, their jawline is a lot more smoother. But you also won't really see it. It's more implied through the back of the head.
So they can see it.
What? Oh, okay, yeah.
So they can see it.
So like this is a more feminine jawline. You'll see it's not very harsh. For a masculine jawline, you'll see a lot more angular bits. But for a female jawline, it's a lot more smoother. And a lot of the time, you actually won't see this part. Mm-hmm. It'll just be implied, like that. Then out comes the neck. And there's a feminine jawline. Kids will not have that much of a jawline. They'll more have like baby fat. They'll just more have like a bit of fat pads underneath the chin. And then you'll just show the ear. And occasionally you will see a little bit of this. Mm-hmm. This little line right here coming from the back of the ear. But overall, no defined line for kids. Not that much.
It would be there if there was one.
Yeah, for sure. It would be. But since it's covered with a lot of baby fat, it's harder to see. So it's better to just indicate it and make it look young.
Kyo, we actually have a whole TikTok on that. So, if you want to go to our TikTok, there's a video that we have that breaks that down. It's a really good video.
It's how to draw curly hair, how to draw braids. I think it's how to draw braids.
Can't draw locks, watch this.
Yeah.
983,000 views.
So hopefully that helps with jawlines. Kyo says thank you. Mm-hmm. Helped so much. Great. I'm so glad.
Yep. And as always, if you want to get better at jawlines, get one of these guys and draw it a whole lot from different angles and really look at how the jaw works and connects. See, the jaw is kind of a V shape from below, right? So if you look at it from the front, it gets wider in the back and narrower in the front. And if you look at it from the side, it comes up like that, like Christina was saying. So if you want to get really good at drawing heads, draw the skull a bunch of times. Yeah, Amazon does have it. It's just a little skull. I don't know. Skull. This is a male skull.
Female skulls will look a little bit different.
Yeah, female skulls do look a little bit different. But this is good enough for these purposes. You just want to draw this hundreds of times. Hundreds of times.
Thousands even. That's how you get good.
Yeah, for sure Amazon has it. Y'all want to know what Amazon doesn't have? One of these.
Yeah, make it a little bit brighter.
The Sorrow head.
There we go.
So the Asaro head, you can get a plaster cast of this.
Yeah, I think you did miss the head pads, Kayla.
But we 3D printed this one ourselves. And it's really good. So look this up, Asaro head. You can find models of it online and like a bunch of pictures of it. That's also really, really good to study from. It's a simplified head. Maybe if I do this, it'll kind of give a little bit more bounce light in there.
Ooh, photography.
So there you go. Look that up. Draw that one a bunch of times. It's kind of the next step up.
It's not necessarily just for lighting. It's also for understanding head planes and how to draw them.
It's for anything. If you light it, you can learn lighting. Otherwise, a lot of people just draw it.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to say, this is really nice hair. Really nice design.
That is nice.
It's just like, it's just got a lot of the stuff that we talked about earlier today, which is like volume, silhouette, different bangs, different little outie bits. Sticky outie bits. Very nice graphic shape in the hair.
Yeah. So the next one was
spiky hair.
Spiky hair. Basically like this guy's.
Basically like this guy's here.
That one should be pretty straightforward.
That one should be very straightforward.
Just draw the head.
Yeah, draw the head. Always draw the head.
And then draw the hairline. And then kind of just design out spikes.
Yeah. Design out how spiky you want it to be. Because some people have different types of levels of spiky hair. Like this guy's here, it feels more like a natural spiky. It's not, it's kind of messy. It's not gelled, right? So you'll see a lot more S curves. You'll see a lot more flowy, smaller shapes, bigger shapes. Not super molded.
Do you have any TikToks about anatomy and proportion of the body by any chance?
Actually,
yeah, we
do.
We actually do. Go look through our videos. We don't upload tons and tons of videos. Pretty much every video we make is a try-hard video.
Yeah.
So pretty much everything will have pretty good education in it.
Yeah. So when you think about like spiky hair, there's always a direction.
Draw the cranium.
Yes, draw the cranium, yes. That's a little bit low.
You'll need to make sure you know where the hair's coming from.
Yeah.
That's
so the hair is going to come out from here. You'll see that when I draw the spiky hair,
Thanks,
you'll see
appreciate it.
distance.
Don't forget to hit the follow button if you like what you see. If you're new, sometimes people forget to follow.
So spiky hair, especially this type, is fluffier, and you'll see a lot more S curves in the hair strands itself. You also see a lot more variety in the shapes of the sizes of each strand. And you'll also see a direction in the hair strands as well. So like if I were to erase the cranium, you'll see the distance between the spiky hair
Nene
itself.
says, awesome drawing.
Oh, thank you. You'll see that sometimes I will actually pull some of these hair strands and draw tinier spiky hair on the inside.
Although the hair that you're drawing has longer hair than
It does have longer hair.
On the reference.
That's true. It does. Maybe I should shorten it a little bit. Make it keep it more closer to the reference. I tend to kind of go outside of the reference sometimes. So I'll make it just a bit smaller. There we go. That's a little bit more that's a little bit more like him, I think.
The S curves are shorter too.
S curves are shorter. Yes, they are.
If you're trying to draw him,
right?
It's the same process.
It's the same process. And even the bottom strands will actually start going upward a little bit rather than down.
Hi.
To match the gesture of this whole thing here.
Oh, what was your name again? A happy sad face.
Finn?
Finn, yes.
So sometimes you'll see that the hair strand actually, the grain goes up in an upward direction to match with this like overall flow.
Yeah.
Like the front part of the hair will go this way, which will be kind of going up. The middle part will also be going up, but also in a slightly downward curve. And then the back of the hair will kind of meet them and just kind of have a bit of a upward grain. This doesn't happen all the time, but it's worth noting. Spiky hair.
Dang, we need to make some more TikToks.
We do. We do need to make more TikToks. So, does that help? I just always like to ask in between, because I want to make sure that this is understandable. So, yeah. How do you draw the back of that? hair. Let me think. You're just looking at pictures. So when I'm drawing the back side of spiky hair like this, I always like thinking in a side view, and I also like thinking in terms of like, okay, when I turn this head, it's going to look like this, and I'm going to try to like match that.
So you're drawing a side view or a back view?
I'm drawing a side view, but I'm drawing the back. Oh, did they ask the back view of it, or they draw the back? Hold on.
How do you draw the back of that? So do you mean
like the back
the
hairs
back
here?
view or the back of the hair, like seeing it? Can you do front view because all references are side view or behind
So the
view?
back view. Okay. They meant back
I
view.
assumed they meant back view.
Okay, I assumed they meant like the back of the hair like this. So I interpret it very differently. Back view. Ears, neck. Always draw the head.
Always draw the head.
Always draw the head. Let me actually make this a little bit smaller.
And the canvas bigger. Or zoom in so chat
Zoom
can
in.
see.
Yes. So spiky hair from the back is more graphic. So you won't really see like, oh, all the strands are leading back here and here. It's more of like
a silhouette
thing, yeah. Like you won't see super high definition strands here. So from the side or from the front, it's kind of going back, but most of the time you'll see.
Make sure you're paying attention to the how long the hair is.
Yes. So if I'm drawing his hair from the back, most of the time the hair will kind of like flower or blossom outward. Because it's harder to see the hair going like this. It's harder to see the silhouette. So you have to like kind of finesse it a little bit.
Yep. And his hair really tends to point up.
It does.
It seems to really favor pointing up.
Yeah. So I'm kind of just, now that Colton has told me about what the hair quality is like, now I'm trying to make sure that my hair strands are kind of popping upward.
Yep.
And his hair kind of looks like a star in a way. It's like all radiating out. So like, if we drew like the back of his hair, they point.
Well, that's long.
That is very long, very long mullet. Most of the time, spiky hair will kind of end at a point, gets a little bit shorter in the back, but the top gets a little bit longer. And then you won't see the back of the head right here.
Yeah, a lot of the time they'll cell shade it, and they'll kind of render it like a really messy sphere.
Yeah. Sometimes you can add like, smaller strands inside just to show the grain of the hair, or like how it's sprouting out from the back of the head. Sometimes you'll see like a starting point, like where the hair starts coming out from.
Like an origin point.
Like an origin point, yeah, exactly.
I think the top of his hair tends to be more like
I think so too, yes. I will do that. I don't like that shape.
I think they're actually more triangular. So a lot of the hairs that you're drawing are like this. I think his tend to be more like that.
Yeah.
Like the angle is less acute
Right.
and more wider. I just noticed looking at all these. Like, there tends to be these really kind of wide angles, maybe like 60 degrees. Mm-hmm. And then there's like little strands in between them. That's like more
Hey,
shallow.
everyday.
Hello.
Oh, you're welcome, yes.
Yep. Missed the head pats.
Oh, I get it. Normally I mess up with spiky hair. I'll try to add some S-curves. That's only for like, if you're drawing like super intensely spiky hair like Bakugo, there's just going to be like straighter lines.
Yeah.
But if you want it to look more natural, then definitely add, the S-curves, because that will
It depends on the intention.
Depends on the intention, because he just has naturally.
IDK, man, I'm kind of tearing up because you guys are so educational, helpful, and passionate.
Aw,
we really
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Aw.
Yeah, our channel, all about the education.
Yeah. Oh, yes, right. Reminder to do hair in the wind. Thank you,
Yeah.
Fish. I did write that.
I was doing a student mentorship earlier today, actually.
Yeah. And it just reminds you.
Brain nourishment. Yes, in the TikTok world of brain rot, we are the island of nourishment that you need.
For rest for your soul.
before you move on to get more
Doomscroll.
brain rot.
Yeah. Have at least a little bit of nourishment for your day, right?
Brain nourishment streams.
So hair movement. This is gonna be fun. Let me think. I might need to make the whole canvas a little bit smaller
working on now?
Hair movement, like hair in the wind.
Oh, hair in the wind. You can start a new layer if you want.
But I like all the drawings here.
Okay. Then...
I'll just draw a little bit smaller. Hair in the wind.
I got hair in the wind on my Roblox character.
You do.
It looks good.
Hair in the wind. So if you're, it all depends on like where the wind is blowing. So like if it's blowing like straight at you, most of the time, you know, it'll just kind of...
Probably wouldn't be blowing straight at us.
Yeah, it wouldn't. But sometimes, like, if you want, like, a dynamic, like, moment in your character's
that would
life,
work.
Then most of the time the hair will flow out this way.
Like, it's blowing up.
Yeah, it's blowing kind of slightly up.
Like, where is the wind direction? Put an arrow.
Okay, wind direction is...
Where's the wind direction for this?
For me, I'm kind of thinking, like, this way.
Okay.
But, like... Maybe there's like I'm kind of thinking like a blow dryer.
Yeah.
That's like not a super focal point, but it's kind of like a radius.
Like a cone.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cone. So it's not just one point where only some strands kind of flow a little bit. It's like a wide area, and when that happens, then multiple parts of the hair will start flowing out. So that's what I'm thinking of. So it's kind of like similar to light source in a way. So like if you are having like an epic moment and there's like wind is, petals are like flowing, and the character's like shocked because they're like blown away by this moment.
Yeah.
Like that. That's a very common scene. You also see sometimes the hair flips up a little bit in that direction.
Yeah.
It kind of flips up, and then the rest of the hair. Go
Our
ahead.
profile picture on TikTok is Miko.
Yeah, one of our mascots.
Book 2 or book 1 over there.
Book 1, yeah.
So yeah, TikTok profile picture is Miko.
Miki reminds me a lot of Rainbow Dash. That actually kind of makes sense.
That's funny. I've never seen
My Little Pony.
seen My Little Pony, but now that you said it,
kind of does.
Kind of makes me want to see it. Yeah, so that's our TikTok profile.
Hey,
and
Sachi.
that's Miko.
Rainbow Dash is probably a bit more spunky, isn't she?
Yeah.
We should watch My Little Pony sometime.
I honestly, I think we should.
I think it'd be fun.
How often do you guys go live? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and Mitsubi just joined.
Yay, Mitsubi.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific. So we're going tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow at 3. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be an OC drawing stream. So people submit their characters in the Discord, and they get chosen to be drawn on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And they're really, really fun streams. So the last OC drawing stream...
It was these.
Those don't have color. Oh, there we
go.
Was these. So 16 characters were drawn. These are all people in our Discord community's OCs. And then we roll a dice to see who gets colored. Look how cute that one is.
Yes, Sachi. I think tomorrow's also when we announce weekly challenges.
Yep, and weekly challenges are also announced on Friday or Saturdays. So
Yeah.
I've seen them and they look great. Cute.
Beaver's OC.
Beaver. Wait, Beaver has a Miki OC too.
Yeah, that's exactly. I think that's why.
Beaver, are you gonna draw Miki and your character together?
That'd be
Gamma?
actually super cute. Ooh, discussing alien stuff.
Discussing alien stuff.
Mira's really
Yes.
pretty. This is Danny Draws' character.
Yeah, so Danny Draws is an OG.
Emil does art is also an OG. I really actually liked how I did this character.
Okay, we're going live in 22 and a half hours to do our OC drawing stream.
Yas.
Look how cute this one is.
That one's really cool. That one's so cute. Potato.
Potato.
I try to draw furry sometimes.
That's cute. But anyways, so there's that. And then other days are just like whatever streams. So if you're new here, this is some of the stuff that happens on streams. Mm-hmm. Bikini Girls, Miki. There's June and Miko.
That's other of our characters.
OCs.
Wow, 50% of the live goals completed. Nice.
Pillows.
Drawing gestures.
What was this all about?
I don't know. I think it was just messing around and just drawing mischievous expressions of our characters.
I like those.
I remember that. That's actually kind of funny. Oh,
They're
that's
there.
Miki and Tira being like, she's like, oh, I feel so bad. She's like, there, you know. It's your fault, but I'm still gonna comfort you.
Not everybody is in the same time zone, so I said 22 hours because that's when we're going live. Thank you for the heart puffs and roses, Autumn.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So yeah, definitely someone mentioned that the hair will tangle up differently depending on the hair type, for sure. I'm only doing straight hair right now because it's easy to see it.
So now let's do side.
Let's do side.
We
Side
actually have
blowing.
an illustration in book 1 of a girl with her hair being blown. Pink hair. Back there.
Oh yeah. Where is it? Oh, right. That's right. Here.
Is it in here? Yeah, her hair's being blown in this one.
Yep.
So it's kind of being blown softly to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
It's not about trying to make it look as accurately as possible. It's about
the gesture.
It's about the gesture of the hair. Like
it's like the intention of gesture drawing.
Yeah. It's not supposed to look completely accurate. Like, oh, does this look exactly like this hair is being blown in the wind? It's not about that. It's more about the feel. So like if I'm drawing hair blowing in the wind.
Oh wow!
Like
Every day,
direction,
thank you for all the roses.
Wow, thank
Live goal
you.
achieved. Awesome.
Thank you. So I can.
500 roses.
Yas.
That's so nice.
That's awesome. Thank you. So I can do like multiple variations of this same hairstyle. Like we can have some hair going in front of her face like this. And it's all just being blown.
Whoa, what's going on?
What happened?
Thank you for the heart me.
Oh, thank you.
Nothing, it just glitched for a second.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else happening.
Can't wait for tomorrow's stream. I made an OC I think Colton will like. I'm
Nice.
picky.
Colton
I'm
is
not picky when it comes to some things. How do I download the brush you use in your bio? There's a link. There's a link in our bio. Do you see it? It's a Google Drive link, so you can't download it onto your phone probably. You're going to have to download it onto like your iPad. Click the 3 dots, open in browser.
So sometimes the hair will cover the face. Other times, if you don't want the hair covering the face, you can have it.
Got paid
more
$1
subtle.
because I won a Super Smash Bros. Tournament. That's fun.
Whoa, $1?
Well, dollar is better than no dollar.
That's true. Other times you'll kind of just see like the hair just flowing into this direction, but the hair is not, or the face is not being covered. As long as it's flowing in this direction and you see that most of the hair is gravitating towards that direction, you're pretty much good to go. As long as your hair is also like physically reacting to the body, it'll look a lot more convincing. So like some strands will kind of like hook onto the neck or not flow completely to the side. Some will kind of just stay a bit static. Others will stay, others will flow a little bit more gently.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, depends on the vibe that you want in terms of the
first thing you want to do, you need to know your hairstyle and you need to know the wind direction.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you know that, think what's the hairstyle, how long is the hair, and what's the wind direction, right? Like let's say, I don't know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that way it's good.
Up, and then you go, like, what's kind of that overall feel, right? You'd probably see the ear, maybe you'd have some hair coming along up there. And what you do after this is you design it, right? Like, so you'd have the nose and the eyes and stuff. And once you kind of make a gesture like this, you can actually go in and make sure that there isn't hair blocking important parts of the face. Like, you can make a really, really, really rough sketch just to get that general, like, velocity.
Mm-hmm. And if I were to, like, refine this a little bit, like, maybe we would have a little bit S curves up here.
Mm-hmm. Then you can go in and design your shapes.
Bits. Yeah, tangled bits.
It depends how strongly the wind is blowing.
Right.
But, like, if it's blowing strong enough to lift it up like that, it's probably pretty strong.
Yeah. Like, we could even have, like, some hair coming out and then tucking in to the side right here and kind of, like, being yanked to the other side. But I also really recommend looking at how, like, hair blows in the wind. What ways does the hair, like, flip back and forth?
Thank you for the roses and heart me. We really appreciate it.
And once again, this isn't about this being perfect, right? If I focus too much on, like, okay, but would this really look like it's blowing in the wind? Like,
the bangs? Well, you have to understand the hairline.
Yeah.
Where does the hair come from? And if the bangs are up, it could be like that. Mm-hmm. If the bangs are coming, like, down, it could be like that.
Yep. Sometimes you could just like draw the clump, but you would just see like maybe the underside of it a little bit more.
Yep.
But yeah, we're not really too focused on like the complete perfect physics of it. We just want the gesture.
It's a design.
It's a design thing.
How do you actually draw tangled / messy hair? Imply a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Crisscross.
Crisscross a lot. Like, this looks neat. Right? This looks neat because everything's all nicely in place. This...
Yeah, every day means every day is crazy.
I know. This is starting to look a little bit more tangled, but you can still see the very defined strands. Mm-hmm. Now this is when things get really tangled. You draw one strand, kind of be a little bit wild with it. Then you draw another strand inside this strand, and then you start overlapping.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of the time, like bedhead, that's tangled. Hair is pretty much all about the volumes and massing. Mm-hmm. It's very, very rarely about the individual strands.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say it's pretty much never about the individual strands, especially when it comes to anime.
Yeah. Oh, happy birthday to your dad, Mitsubi.
Happy birthday to him.
Bye.
Have a good one. Thanks for showing up.
Bedhead, for most like anime characters, just kind of look like very curly and kind of just like little cowlicks.
A lot of the time they'll make it like really extra poofy.
Yeah.
And it contrasts with their regular hairstyle.
That's right, it does.
And also, don't forget about their facial expressions for bedhead.
Just woke up.
Yeah. So you're getting really heavy duty. Is there a way to get better at sketches without being perfect? That's a really good question.
That's a very good question. Thank you for asking.
Yes, there is a way to get better.
Do you want to explain it?
I mean, there's a couple ways that you could approach that. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
How to sketch without focusing on making it look too perfect?
Yes. Zoom out.
Zoom out.
Number one, zoom out a lot. Number two, limit yourself as well with strokes. Or do timed sketches. A lot of the time people will do gesture drawing. And I mean 30-second gestures.
30 seconds, yeah. 30 seconds to a minute, but 30 seconds is really fast.
Yeah, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute gestures. Force yourself to get used to drawing and focusing on the overall rather than the specifics, and give yourself a time restraint, and maybe just do I don't know, an 30 minutes to an hour of that every day.
I also would suggest it's important for the sketch to look nice in preparation for later, but sometimes think of sketches okay, I can make as many mistakes as I want as long as I continue fixing them.
Don't focus on the niceness of the sketch. Focus on getting the elements that you want in the drawing to be there.
Yeah.
Could you do a quick 30-second gesture? Can it be anything or specific things? Generally, it'd be people drawing.
Yeah.
Poses. And they don't all have to be successes either.
Yeah, they don't. Most of the time, the majority of your drawings will not be successes, but that's okay.
Yeah.
If I were to do a 30-second sketch, 30-second thing, I prioritize different things. I'll prioritize the structure of the pose itself, the energy, right? And that's a 30-second to maybe it's more like a 10-second pose, 15-second pose. But
it's the same concept.
It's the same concept, yeah.
The arms are represented as a single line. Mm-hmm. The head is just represented as basically a cylinder. She kind of drew the head like a cylinder, and she put the ears low to show it's facing up. And then there's just that bean shape, right? The bend and the stretch of the body, and that's really pushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to not be a perfectionist, zoom out. Don't draw like this.
Yeah, please don't.
Y'all know how many... Now this, I kind of talk about it as if it's a bad thing. I guess for discoverability it is, but the amount of TikTok lives that I come across where all I see is this for 5 minutes, and I'm like, what on heckin' earth are they even drawing? And they're like, they undo, they do this. They undo, they do this. That's the whole live.
Hey, Lord.
I'm like, bruh, I can't even tell what they're drawing.
And then their nails. I'm kidding.
And some of them have really long nails, which doesn't bother me at all.
It's funny.
But if you want to draw faster and not be a perfectionist, don't zoom in to the point where you can see the pixels.
Yeah.
That's not bad to zoom in. It's just it won't help you draw quicker and less perfectionist.
It's all bigger. It's all bigger picture. If you think, the more you do this, the more you actually are paying attention to too much detail.
Yeah. Green Hoodie, do you go live on TikTok? Are you able to go live with 800 followers? I know some people get it early. TikTok has like 1,000 follower rule, but sometimes I'll give people live early.
And adding
no,
detail.
I'm not able to. Oh, okay.
Oop.
We didn't even know we could go live until like.
I know.
We didn't even think about going live until we had like 100,000 followers.
Yeah. And I think like a lot of people think adding, doing hair is just adding a bunch of detail, but it's more selective than that. I did not draw any buns here. I just realized. But most of the time, these are like just detailed enough, right? You don't need to draw all the crazy strands. Most of the time, you just need to localize certain details. Like, oh, I want to pay more attention to the face, so I'm going to add more detail around the face. I want to show the overlap of this hair because I like the layering, so I'm going to imply that more and be a bit more careful. Yeah. But the rest can kind of take a back seat.
Everyday and Shija, can you not send as many messages? It's kind of hard to keep up with chat if you're spamming.
Green Hoodie says, I just got commission.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank
Chihiro.
you for sharing the live, Chihiro.
Thank you.
I love that name.
I like Chihiro.
Chihiro's the name of the girl in Spirited Away.
Oh, it is? Nice. So
take it to a brain rot in the Discord server. Y'all spam as much as you want there.
Yeah.
Just got commissioned. Woo, awesome.
I want to draw. What else do I draw? Really? Let me think.
So what else? What else?
What else do y'all?
Hair related.
Yeah. Kind of covered a lot of stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hair direction, tangled hair, bed head. Look, I drew a nice version of this. It's cute, isn't it?
It's cute.
Me trying to count to 1,000, 10,000 in brain rot.
I would much rather you draw Minky a bunch of times, 10,000 times. That's just me.
How do you render hair? Ooh.
We can cover that a bit.
Colton, you do it.
You want me to?
Yeah, I want you to. I like it when you do it, because you explain it very well.
Well, the way that you render hair is, think about it like a ribbon. So, step one is learn how to render a cylinder. So, a cylinder's got a core shadow, a shadowed side, a lit side, and a turning edge. That's how you render a cylinder. And then, of course, you'll probably have like a
just do the best you can, Kayla.
drop shadow underneath of it. All right? So, step one, render a cylinder. Step two, render a ribbon. And a ribbon is a compound cylinder. So we're going to have multiple of this going on. So you're going to have a core shadow here. You're going to have a core shadow here. You're going to have a turning edge here. A turning edge here. You're actually going to have a core shadow in the bend as well.
Oh, y'all are joined from our short videos. It's cool.
And then you're going to have your shadow right there.
Pom-pom welcome.
And now if you blend this together, it's a horrible blending brush or whatever. I don't even know what this is.
Hey, Annis. I'm just trying to greet people who come in, see if they stay.
And there's that. So that's how you render a ribbon. Now, number 3, you take the ribbon and you taper it. And you really think about this form wrapping around like this. And so what you can do is you get your core shadow.
Alexia is still coloring in Lorraine. So can't wait to see it.
And like that. This is how like you technically render hair, because your hair is a ribbon. Mm-hmm. And then you can show the back side like that. And then you can put stray hairs and stuff like that. coming off like this. You can have this coming up and over. You can show the hairs in the core like this, like this. You can show that coming over.
Ooh. Oh, we're at 20,000 more likes before we do some more head pats, guys.
You can give this a little bit of a half tone. Technically, there's not 2 cores here. It just wraps over like that.
Yep. Ooh, pretty.
Right, we can chop that like that. Shade this under here. And that would be the way that you kind of render hair. What?
Every day sent another
130 roses, thank you.
You're so generous.
I'll accept that apology.
Shija, I looked away for a second, and then Pen Poppy said, "Oh, this is so good. Helps me because I'm terrible at rendering hair."
Yeah.
Hey, Ainsley.
So then, of course, if you want to really like clean this up and make it tidy and everything, and like I would probably come back in and control the values as well. Right? You can do
All
this
good
sort of
everything.
thing. No, it's all good. It didn't really bother me. I just couldn't read chat. Because, like, I'll look away.
And there might be a question.
And then I just see a bunch of, like, random stuff, caps typing. And really think about the form and what it's doing in 3D space.
You're a little bit late, Ainsley.
How these wrap around, right? You can have these hairs coming out like that. But yeah, that's basically how you would render.
Ooh, very pretty.
Hair. Like that's the process. I'm thinking a lot about design here as well.
Wow,
There, like that.
it is.
And that would work with all of this kind of stuff. You just treat it large. I'm not good at rendering hair. You have a lot more practice than I do. If I were to render hair, I would think about the shadowed side, the lit side, the highlight, and that down there. And I would put a highlight along the edge.
Ooh.
Like that. Depends on where the light source is.
That looks very nice.
I would render it like that.
Pen Poppy says, "I'm not good at rendering hair," he says.
I'm not. I guess being around Christina makes me self-conscious because she's so good.
Oh, brother. But the thing is, I think the way you explain it is a lot more clear than how I would explain it.
I'm messy. I'm a painter. I don't draw. I'm a painter. Professionally, most of what I've done is paint, not do line work. So I don't really do a lot of line work. Like nowadays I do more.
Yeah, I've done cell shading. I do that a lot for our illustrations in our books. It's kind of the same concept. It's just 2 values instead of like blended and all painterly.
Yeah.
So yeah. We got every day. You're very generous with 330 roses.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. But we really appreciate it.
Yeah, cell shading would just be a simplification of this.
Yeah.
So you'd interpret it with less values.
Take my money.
No,
Save
keep
some for
it.
yourself.
Keep your money. Spend it on Robux.
Spend it on your enjoyment.
Yeah, there you go. So that's how I would do
Hey, Lexia. Hey,
hair
Eden.
rendering. See, these values are a little bit kind of muddy up in here. It depends on what the value of the hair is and all that. But as long as you have a really clear light and shadow side, I'll clean it up a little bit.
It looks gorgeous. What are you talking about, Colton?
As long as you have a really clear light and shadow side, you're good. Like, you're pretty good.
Beaver's rendering Miki's clothes.
Yay.
That's all good, Allie. It's honestly, it's just nice that you stay with us, you know?
Yeah.
You don't always have to chat all the time.
And what you can do is you can add these designed
Oh, thank you every day.
lines out in here.
Let me see if there's...
There you go. So these lines will really help describe the form of what's happening.
Wow.
And they really do show up in hair too. They really, really show up.
You could just like look at the reference right next to it.
Yeah, where's the reference?
Right
oh yeah, there it is.
There's even just like those
so
lines
yeah,
right there.
These lines absolutely show up. You can see them right here, right here, right here. I didn't realize the reference was next to it. I lit it completely different than the reference. This girl is being lit by a very, very ambient light. You can see very little shadows. There's a little tiny bit of shadow here. There's a little tiny bit of shadow behind her ear. And based on the lighting, the fact that the front of her head is well lit, the side of her head is well lit, and all of this inside the ear is well lit, she's probably being lit by like studio lighting inside of like almost like a soft box or something. Yeah. Very, very ambient lighting. You can see shadow under here. That's more ambient occlusion though. That's not a cast shadow really.
Right. Someone said, your account taught me so much. I don't know what your display name is. It looks like a barcode to me.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of forward slashes, but thank you.
Yes, thank you.
We're glad. So, tiny little shadow behind the ear. Tiny little shadow right there. And like a little bit of a ambient occlusion back there, and that's it.
Nice. Nice, Autumn. So actually I did do a little demo of how to shade or render hair. I think it was in this one right here.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Here you go.
So like I start with, for me, if I'm just painting it, I start with flat, thinking about the 3D forms like on the inside, and I separate that out in shadows, and then after that I add in highlights and extra details.
Yeah. So this is the graphical shape, right? Number one, you want the graphical two-dimensional shape to look good, or the whole drawing is going to look bad. Number two, she's defining the dimension of the hair. This is a front plane, this is the underside, and it's spiraling around like a corkscrew. That's the second step. Number three, she's actually giving lighting information to this corkscrew. Highlight right here, shadow on the bottom as it comes around, and then there's a lesser highlight right here because she really just wants to draw your attention to the top.
And if you don't have a process that you can really trust, that's when the hair starts getting really difficult to paint.
Yes. If people usually start struggling when they abandon the process and start trying to just
close their eyes and hope.
cross their fingers, hope for the best, and just yeet it, see what happens.
Hey, Emerald.
This process is very reliable. Shape, dimension, lighting. It's a very reliable process.
We're doing good. Hope you're doing good too.
Very, very reliable. So try to do that. And the reason it looks good is because she's a good designer as well.
Oh, thank you.
This is a well-designed shape. This is well-designed three-dimensional curl. And then the lighting is correct. Or, good enough.
Yeah.
Hey, Emerald, how you doing? I'll give you guys more roses tomorrow. I gotta save them. All right.
You.
Although, I don't know what layer that's on.
I don't know either. But
well-designed shape, well-designed three-dimension, and well-drawn, and then well-lit. And that's why you get this part at the end. And that's how she does all of this hair.
Yes.
So, Tira, check.
Check. I got to check mine.
June, check.
It's all the same process.
Yeah, it's always the
Literally
same
just
process.
What Colton just did earlier.
So y'all think this is boring, then you're gonna be in for a hard time. And don't worry, everybody else thinks it's boring too. And the funny thing is that rendering clothes and drawing clothes is the same way. Clothes and hair is kind of similar.
Yeah, it is like drawing fabric.
Drawing fabric is based on cylinders, and drawing hair is based on cylinders.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind doing another clothing stream like this.
What do you think, everybody? Another clothing stream soon? Maybe Monday?
Maybe Monday. That actually would be pretty nice.
Monday clothing stream? Maybe.
Sounds nice, Kaylee said.
Ooh.
Yes, clothing, yes.
Yes. People who can't get enough of clothing
And hair.
Hair.
And faces.
Faces.
I know we kind of like
body
talk
types.
A lot. We talk a lot about the same kind of topics, but it is what a lot of people struggle with.
Miko. Same hair. Cylinders. See?
Hey.
Highlight. Shadow. 3-dimensional shape. Highlight. Shadow. See what I'm saying? And then it's just done a whole bunch of times.
Hey, Mata.
You've got this shape coming underneath of this one.
Overlap.
Here's the highlight. Here's the highlight. Nice designed overlap. Here's the highlight. Here's the highlight. Are you starting to see what I'm saying?
It's all the same thing, guys.
It's all the same thing.
It's just it's just a lot of repetition.
Yeah. Did you say rapid repetition?
I said rapid repetition for some reason. I don't know what.
Why do I feel like that's like a really good username or something?
Rapid repetition. That's funny.
June.
The only thing I struggle with is rendering clothes and hair. Yeah, rendering clothes is
Naomi.
is a bit difficult.
See, rendering really curly hair is you basically, it's rendered like a matte material, MATTE.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a lot of highlights and it doesn't show core shadows that much.
Yeah.
There's Naomi.
Kayla said they downloaded Roblox and will play DTI later. Nice.
There's Imani, Naomi's older sister.
I really like that design.
See, here's me talking about it again.
Can you also talk about body types and shapes? I'm new to your content and I already like it.
We did talk about it in this stream. We'll go over that in another stream, but not today's stream, unfortunately. This one's about hair. There's body types.
I think it's all just about like understanding what shapes create what. Like, is it a circle? Is it a square? Is it a rectangle with a trapezoid at the bottom?
Was this last stream?
I don't know. That was not last stream. That was like a stream.
A while ago?
A lot of streams ago.
Oh, that was cute. What was that?
I don't know what that was. Is that a bunch of Chibis?
Oh, Miko.
Oh, yeah, that was Miko with Chibi Miko.
And Chibi Tira.
Yeah.
Look at those feet.
Are a lot of the stuff in your guys' books?
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is.
Yeah.
It's spread out through book 1 and book 2. Book 1 is more like the basics of, like, anatomy, bodies, character, like rendering hair, doing colors. Book 2 is like a character design book. So we go through the process of choosing shapes and characters and all that kind of stuff. Like, I can show some if you want. This is book 1, and this is book 2. And so in book 1, it's like the basics, right? Eyes, how to draw the other eye, thinking about that. Breaking down things with shapes, drawing mouths, drawing heads step by step from different angles. Here's some rendering hair, drawing corkscrews. This is the stuff that I taught on stream. Different hairstyles, how to think about ponytails, low, high, that kind of stuff. So like a lot of the stuff.
We're doing book 3, but we haven't planned anything yet for it yet.
Yeah, we are going to do a book 3. That one's probably going to be on more like multi-figure composition and like how to tell stories in your images. Like you want 2 people fighting or one person getting out of bed and they have bed head and the other person's up.
Yeah.
And already dressed and is ready to take on the day.
Yeah. You should do structures. What does that mean, Beaver?
Gestures. Structures like buildings and stuff. Anatomy. Hands. We have an extensive section on hands. These are actually all of my hand drawings here.
Are you shipping worldwide? So these you can get them on Amazon, and I think that's the only place where we sell them at. So if you can get Amazon stuff at your country, you should be able to get these 2 books.
Folds, clothes. We have a bunch of different examples of clothes in here. Yeah, and there's a link in our bio, and Amazon does all the shipping and everything. But this one, book 1, you can get on Kindle. Book 2 is like a character design book. So we're talking about shape language, right? Little girl, round shape language on the outside, sharp on the inside, so she's cute but mean.
Oh, like Beaverman, like Colton, you do a
I do the
solo
books.
book.
I do all of the graphic design. I do all of the writing, page layout. I do all the publishing, everything.
I think he meant they meant more like you.
No, I
do a lot of
know.
the drawing.
But if I do a book by myself, I'd have to do everything.
That's true.
And that'd be really hard.
That would take forever.
Right? We made our own story for book 2. So you're telling me this snot-nosed brat is the future mafia boss.
I love that story. It's
And
so
all
cute.
8 of these characters have been designed out, and they have backstories, and they have different looks, and each of them has their own expression sheets. So if you want to know how to do the same expressions on different head-shaped characters,
and
then-
have them look the same.
and have them fit in the same world...
Tiara. That's
Tiara,
a
that's a great name. So
I
yeah.
like the name Tiara. We also covered a little bit
Miki
on
and
coloring.
Miko. Yeah, we cover a little bit of coloring in the back. The back of book 3, I want to make a whole entire... Or the back of book 2, I want to make a whole book on.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go look around some of these files, see what we can find.
Oh,
I remember that.
I remember that. Andrew. We
Andrew.
made a silly character based on a demo, and then we put a hiking backpack on him.
Yeah, so
then
this
we got-
guy's in a kind of wide lens.
Is it sold anywhere else on Amazon? Unfortunately, not.
On Amazon or then? Oh, then Amazon.
Other than Amazon, yeah. Sorry.
Not right now.
When will the second book come to Kindle?
When I figure out how to format it so it isn't a disaster. Amazon hates picture books for Kindle. Like,
So all the layouts like completely like jacked
it
up.
turns into gibberish unless I work really hard to make sure it stays the same.
And a lot of times, so when we did the Kindle version for book 1, it was a lot easier because nobody bought our book.
Yep.
And so we could like get a lot of test like feedback. But because we already got a lot of people wanting our books and wanting Kindle version, it's like we really want to try to make it look right when people buy it for the first time. Like if we release it and it's wrong and people get the Kindle version, when it's wrong, that's going to be a little bit harder
Yeah,
to...
we have quite a large waiting list for the Kindle version, so I want to make sure it looks good.
I like those little doodles. They're silly.
Those are cute. The good part about being an author when nobody knows who you are is if something goes wrong, nobody cares because nobody bought it anyways.
Yeah.
That's cute. We need to finish this.
I know, we do. I think I would rather just start over and just start the illustrations from scratch.
Here it is.
Because I was having a bit of a hard time, composition-wise. I think it's cute. I think it's a cute illustration.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're quite picky when it comes to our products. Like we want to just make sure that everything just looks right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm moving
And we've been
seats
so
now.
focused on anime art school.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing.
If you don't have Amazon, but you still want really good quality
so-
education.
Hi, Tira.
Hey Tira, where's my
Welcome.
pen at?
So yeah, a lot of our effort these days has been put into our community streaming and anime art school. Anime art school is huge. It's like what, bigger than a book.
It is.
For
It's
sure.
way bigger than a book. It took
Way
a lot.
bigger,
It took
way
a lot
more
of
effort.
time. Well, before we made books, we taught online courses, and we took
The art school is already out.
yeah.
The live version is not out, but the school itself is out. All of the you can buy it. You can go through a lot of it.
Yeah, give you a good amount of assignments.
The live version, I don't know when exactly we're going to run it. Probably later this year.
Yeah, probably.
We have an extensive wait list for the live version, so...
Yeah, I am excited for the live version. I need to practice giving live feedback sometime.
So, I'm happy you guys have done so much to help us. You're
Aw,
welcome.
thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you for saying that.
I never liked starting a social media that was all about my art. I'm much more interested in building a community where everybody gets better together and has fun.
Yeah.
So neither Christina nor I have any personal social media accounts.
Yeah, we only have a portfolio.
Like,
but
that's not to say we never will.
yeah,
But as of right now, Anime Academy is kind of our
social media.
thing. Where do I sign up for the wait list for the live? If you go to the website, drawanimeacademy.com, you go to the live version.
Sorry.
And click join waitlist. It's at the very bottom of the page, or close to the bottom. So it's the link in our bio. It's the gold button. And you'll get put on an emailing list that when we announce when it's going to be running, we'll email that list and let you know. I could check how many people are on the wait list right now.
Ooh.
I might have to re-log into the website. Yep. And I might have to phone verify. Yep. Because they hate me.
I miss my so effortlessly drawing ahead. Oh, thank you. Oh, no problem, Cheery. I'm just kind of looking back. My old Roblox name is so cringe. Well, a lot of people had Roblox when they were kids. So.
Hi, Azula.
Hey, Azula.
Good to see ya.
I'm drawing Miko right now. 'Cause it's been a while since I drew her.
Forms.
Actually, no, I should be drawing Naomi. I haven't drawn her in a while. Let me draw her.
Anime School live waitlist. We have submissions. 21 people.
Wow, 21 people. That's
who
a good
are on the
classroom.
wait list.
That's a good size for a classroom right here, right there.
For any ages, yeah. It's for anybody who wants to learn. The way that it works is it's going to be like lesson format because everybody in the class is learning something different.
At their own pace.
So you get the school and you get sessions. And so the idea is that you're going through the lessons and then the teacher gives you feedback on whatever lesson you're going through as part of a live version. It explains it on our website. So we will be teaching the live version for the first couple terms as at least.
Yeah.
How long have you been drawing for?
We've been drawing, well, for years, for basically our whole life. I've been drawing since I was 4. And I started getting more professional training when I was 19. So I went to Art Center, College of Design, which taught us a lot of the fundamentals of art. And we've been taking a lot of online art classes as well.
Yeah.
In fact, we're taking one right now.
Yep. We just got our critiques on our homework.
Yep. And I'm very happy about it because it was very helpful.
Yeah.
In fact, they were talking about like different line weights and how to improve your drawing quality with, you know, what kind of lines you put down. And I'm like, I never thought about that before. So yeah, that's so cool. Oh, thank you. GBN
JB Animations.
Is it, do you do animations? Is
JBN Animations.
Thank you, Izumi. Welcome back, Potato.
Any online art schools you recommend or courses? It depends on what you want exactly.
Yeah.
We have an online school. It has 7 classes. It doesn't cover animation. It covers anatomy, figure drawing, costume design.
It would cover the basics that you need if you want to start animating, like drawing characters. You needed characters to animate things.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
You want like live instructor feedback? Are you pretty good at going at your own pace? Ours has everything except live instructor feedback. So it's got the homework assignments, it's got the curriculum, it's got the syllabus, it's got weekly structured lessons. That's what our Anime Art School Live is for. It's for the feedback. But our live school is not going yet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very proud of our Anime Art School.
JBN Animations. Is it like animations? Do you like cookies? Yeah.
I love cookies. I like hand making. I like homemade cookies. In fact, I need to make homemade cinnamon rolls.
Both September.
Oh yeah, we were both born in September, which is cute. And we were born like 3 days apart.
I usually don't recommend online art schools. I recommend individual classes. And I kind of build my own platter of classes, my own
It's like a buffet.
charcuterie
board.
Like, a lot of the time, my favorite teachers teach individual classes, and I kind of have to pick and choose the classes and sign up for each one. Born in September, yes.
Nice, September babies, let's go.
Yeah, only really like baked goods when they're homemade. They just taste better. Yeah, or
They
if you
do.
go to a really good patisserie.
Yeah, they taste really good, and you know the ingredients they put in them.
Thank you for the follow, Captain. What you guys' favorite baked goods? Just proper bread.
Yeah, I love croissants, like proper good croissants. I really like, I mean, I'm biased because I made them myself, but I like the cinnamon rolls that I make because they're fun and they were really cool to make. I like sourdough breads, but I never made sourdough bread, so I'll have to try that sometime. Pastries are really nice. I'm trying to think of what hairstyle to give Naomi. I always just like giving her space ones because that's just all reliable. So I'll do that. I'm the 25th. Oh, nice. That's also my dad's birthday. How do I turn on dark mode in Roblox? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I've always just done light mode because I thought that there was no other mode.
I'm not in the main menu long enough.
Yeah. Captain says they're in November. Nice. I want some of your bakes. That'll be funny. Bake sale. Anime art school bake sale. That'd be kind of cute, actually.
What if you drew her hair unstyled?
Oh, like natural hair? I could try that. I have drawn her with her, like, usual afro.
No.
But I like her space buns. They're
Do
so
it later.
cute. Fine, I'll do it later.
Yeah, 21 people on the wait list.
Nice.
So we're gonna have a nice little class of people. But it is gonna be kind of hardcore. Like,
It's not a walk in the park.
It's not a walk in the park. We want to help people improve and get better. What the heck? Here it is.
She kind of looks like a baby in this.
She is a baby.
She is a baby. I like drawing Naomi in a 3/4 angle. I don't know.
Was wondering, would you recommend a pen for drawing? If so, why? Like a traditional pen, like with ink? Because I can talk about some pens. I like to test a lot of different pens. Sending Miki art, yes.
Yay!
A digital pen.
Oh.
Not really. Most digital art tablets come with their own pen.
Yeah.
Like this one is the Apple Pencil 2.
I think it's one that magnets onto
Second
the side.
gen, or maybe it's the second gen. I don't know. It magnets. It has like the little magnet for the side, the flat area. But other than that, like our Cintiqs came with their own pens. I have the Wacom Slim pen and just the Wacom pen. I like them both. Is a tablet better than a phone to use? I would say so.
You're just gonna get a lot more like arm practice with a tablet.
I mean, phones are. It depends on what your goals are, right? If you want to do art for a living, you're not going to draw on a phone permanently.
Right.
I would try to upgrade as soon as possible. I would rather draw traditionally than on a phone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever drawn on the phone. Like, I don't like it at all. It's easier to just get a sketchbook and a pencil. As far as tablets go, I don't really know what, like, Samsung and stuff has, but I really like the iPad for drawing. It's very good.
Yeah, it's just very smooth.
It's so good, a lot of pros use it.
In fact, Procreate's like the main app to use.
Yeah, it's the go-to.
It's a go-to.
Is your art school free? No, our art school is not free.
If it was free, we wouldn't be doing these streams.
Yes, if our art school was free, we would not be able to upload any other content because we'd have to work full-time at jobs. In your third book, are you going to include lighting or different body types and styles? Book 2 has body types and styles.
Yes, it does.
Book 3 is going to be more figure composition, probably.
More like how to do storytelling illustrations and stuff.
What channel, Beaver? Oh, Art Share 1?
Hey, Raccoon.
That's cute.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. I like that you actually lengthened her hair.
That's cute.
That is very cute. Nice
Wow.
clothing.
Nice shapes.
Yeah.
Very well done. How can I purchase the book? We have our books on Amazon. There's a link in our bio. Otherwise, you can just search on Amazon, Anime Academy, How to Draw Manga, and both of our books should come up.
I'm still drawing pretty zoomed out, aren't I?
That's cute. I like it.
Trusty Beaver and their Mickey fan art.
Yeah, thanks. Glad, thank you for the support. Hope that they're very useful to you.
Yeah.
Alice joined. Welcome. Hi, welcome back, Rin. That's cute. I'm saving that.
Heck yeah, of course we're gonna save that. Okay, this is what I'm gonna merge. Cause
Actually, Beaver, can you DM me that image? Because I always... So many people post in art share that I always lose the images when I try to save them after stream.
oh, that's right.
And any other art that you did, can you DM me as well? At least art of our characters.
Because we put
That's
them in a
cute.
cute little folder. That is very cute.
A ball
That's
jointed
good.
doll
Yeah.
type body.
And we're just looking at
I
the
just
art.
always
and I'm
lose it. I like to save all fan art to a folder. So who's all showing up to the OC drawing stream tomorrow? Anybody?
Christina, will you be posting this drawing of Naomi? I want to use her as my PFP. Maybe I will. If I get it finished enough.
Yeah, we might wrap up kind of soon.
Yeah.
We also have a Discord server. I am.
Awesome.
Me, Slay, Autumn Heart, Slay Always, Raccoon, me.
Yeah.
Yep, so for anybody who's new, we do OC drawing streams on Saturday. It's usually a big event. Bunch of people show up. We go live. We show the art that people completed for the challenges.
Make it fun.
And we show people's art. We announce the new challenges for the week. And we're also going to draw people's OCs. So they post their OCs in a channel, and they get randomly and not randomly selected to get drawn.
It's a very fun time. And then we ship them sometimes.
Where do you guys share your OCs? I kind of want to make a fan art.
Well,
Do we have...
I don't think we have like a specific folder for our OCs. We kind of put them in content updates in that channel, but it's kind of getting pushed up by all the notifications of when we post our VODs and stuff.
Yeah. Let me think. Content updates. If you scroll up a lot on content updates, there's Miki, Miko, and then our characters from book 2. It was posted on July 13th.
I still need to make the rest of the girls.
But we don't have proper reference sheets for the rest of the group. So in our Discord server. What I'll do is I'll just reply to this and say OC ref. Actually, let me do this.
I do have an OC that I think you'll have fun sketching. I'm working on more update sketches. Awesome. My cats and dogs, am I late? A little bit late. Quite late, actually. But feel free to stay on for as long as we're on, because we might wrap up kind of soon.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Just a little late.
Alright, I saved all of those images. I'm going to post them in content. Actually, I'll post them in announcements.
Yeah, we usually start at 3 o'clock, and if you come at like 5:28, that's like almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours late. But, I mean, we'll be putting this on the VOD anyway, so if you missed anything, you can always go back and watch it. I want the highlights to be nice and juicy. I like drawing dark skinned characters because it's out of my comfort zone usually, and I find that it's just makes it more fun.
All right, there we go. So I posted our OCs in the announcements channel in our Discord.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was saving a bunch of images. It's so slow to do stuff on the iPad.
It really is.
Should I see if I can use Discord now? I can't chat because my old account has my phone number. I'm not sure what you mean. Are you able to get into the Discord server? Am I late? Just a tiny bit late.
The phone number is just to verify if you're a bot or not.
2 hours and 15 minutes late.
We don't have any. We don't collect your phone numbers or anything. Just letting you know that.
They just can't join because
they just can't join
a different account is using their phone number.
I see. Okay.
I like how your streams are like free art lessons. Yeah, they are.
They are
That's
basically
kind of
like
the
free art
intention.
lessons. Yeah.
That's cute, pink.
Yeah, I like pink on Naomi. It's just cute. Let me give her some blush. There we go.
When I made my Pen Poppy account, it just snatched my phone number from my other account.
Oh.
I don't know.
When all 3 books come out, are you going to put them together like a mega book for unlimited time?
Maybe.
That's actually not a bad idea.
We wanna get a printer for our books and get them into bookstores and stuff as well.
Are you guys going live tomorrow? Yes, we are.
Yes, 3 p.m. Pacific time.
I don't think it can ever go super zoomed in anymore.
Raccoon, can you join the Discord server, but you just can't get verified? Because I could potentially manually give you the role. Yeah, I joined it. Let me go to settings and roles. Student add. What's your Discord name? Or your username, like what Discord knows you as, not your display name. Have you tried traditional art before? Yep, all the time.
Yes. Colton draws a lot on his sketchbook too. And I also draw sometimes on my sketchbook.
Do we have a sketchbook around?
Yes.
Gerp. I don't see you in the Discord server. What's all this?
That's your sketch.
Oh, that's some of my stuff.
Here's some of your stuff, because that's the sketchbook that's closest to
Yeah,
us.
this is all with felt tip markers.
Just kind of checking to see if there's no sus images. I'm kidding.
What?
These are all just like blocky figures. Wow, these are nice.
What? I don't even know what I was drawing there.
No, just drawing a bunch of figures, blocky figures.
I did like I filled up an entire sketchbook with a felt tip marker with just blocky figures. And so a lot of it is like that.
Can I post my...
Butts of Marvel characters in Discord? Want to ask here for BUTS?
What is BUTS? I don't know, maybe there's like a typo?
I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Anyways. Figures, oops.
Figures.
There's a lot of stuff. That's basically what this sketchbook is filled with.
Where's my like baby sketchbook? I don't know where that went.
I don't know
have
where that
some
is.
costume drawing in there. I don't know where it is. We have a lot of sketchbooks laying around.
They're behinds? I don't...
I mean, if they're not naked, you can.
I mean, I don't know if I'd be your audience to look at it, but as long as it's not inappropriate. I guess.
There we go. I'm not tagging anybody, but in the announcements channel, I added our OCs if you want it to do fan art or whatever. Back from my walk, nice long walk. Very nice. 10K steps.
10K steps.
I can see if I can find my other
I'm gonna give her
sketchbook.
some lip gloss.
Where's your sketchbook?
I don't know where my sketchbook is. Oh, I know. It's in the bedroom, but I don't know the stuff in there. I haven't checked. Ooh, look at that. Pink lips.
Here's some of Christina's old,
Oh, no.
some of Christina's old stuff. Is this... Oh, look, she drew Miki.
Oh, yeah, I did draw Mickey.
That's it. There's nothing else.
There's nothing else, because this is the inking one. Because I was, like, saving all that stuff.
That's all she did.
Yeah.
What is that, with a brush pen?
Yeah. Raccoon says, my Discord is Grippy Socks 2.0 with a bunch of stuff.
Okay. What's this?
What inspired you to draw?
I don't know.
A lot of anime.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff inspired me to draw, but I would say more specifically like anime. Well, just watching certain animes as a kid, I just really wanted to draw them. And then after that, I just really liked drawing, so it kind of just became like a childhood, it was just a childhood passion.
Sorry, guys. I don't know where all the sketchbooks are.
I don't know either.
We have a lot of them lying around, and a lot of them don't have anything in them, and a lot of them have some random stuff in them.
Have you given Chad a head pat yet this stream? Yes, we have. But only once.
But only once, because they're slacking on the likes.
Okay, Colton, how about you take over real quick?
What?
Take my phone. I know. Ugh.
What are you doing?
I tripped over your shoe.
Oh. Trying to join your Discord, but it says my code is invalid. I don't know what that means. Try to verify. What did you say your, sorry, I was walking around. Grippy Socks.
Here's my sketchbook.
Grippy Socks. There you are. Alright, I added you to the student role.
Here's my sketchbook.
Yeah, Christina likes to walk around without looking at the ground, even though we live in a really, really messy apartment.
How am I supposed to know? This is, your slippers are camouflaged, and they were like so close to me that I didn't know that they were there.
If they weren't camouflaged, you still wouldn't have seen them, though.
Okay, maybe.
It's true.
Some exercises.
Random stuff.
Random stuff on my sketchbook. Figures and boxes. Shiba stuff. I was practicing like ellipses and how to draw them. Oh, there's my character. With shorter hair. There's more of my character. There's some... I think these are some of Colton's sketches on here.
Are they?
Yeah.
Like little doodles?
Mm-hmm.
I think I like came up behind you.
Yeah, you did. Ooh, more sketches, more doodles. More doodles. Some clothing, some figure drawings. So that's what my sketchbook is filled up with. Wait, it's not nude, but...
They're the sketchbooks of people who aren't afraid to draw something ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's just random stuff everywhere.
Yeah. Just random stuff. Like, this is just a random thing over here. You're not being annoying. Sorry if I'm being... but I was wondering if you had a tutorial on how to simplify drawing poses. I don't think we have a video on that yet. More figures. I just need to, like, quickly check over if these are safe to post.
Yeah, they're all fine.
They're all fine. Well, I like this one. Mermaid.
It's not like you draw anything bad ever anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Anime. You took over this drawing.
Oh, yeah.
I was drawing this, and I was trying to make her look cool, and then he just, like... and then, like, I was trying to draw her, my Kara, with this other outfit, and then he came in with a silly drawing, which I don't mind. I think it's funny. More outfit designs.
If you had a tutorial to simplify drawing poses. Maybe? We have it in our book. It's really kind of the basics of figure drawing.
Yeah. I mean, we could make a TikTok on that, or just
Yeah.
how to draw poses, or just even like a YouTube video on it. I think that'd be fun. I'm gonna shade the inside of her ear now. I would say my sketch was just full of just a bunch of random stuff. Colin's is more like practice focused. Mine's just random. What I feel like drawing in that day.
Yeah, I do a lot of exercises in my sketchbook.
I need to do more. I need to have a sketchbook focused on that.
I don't know where my little sketchbook is.
I don't know either.
My baby sketchbook?
Is it a spiral one?
The little sketchbook.
Is it this one? Because I see your sketches on here.
Is it the costume?
Yeah, it looks like there's just a bunch of outfits on here.
Those are really bad. Let me see. Like this kind of stuff? Ooh, those are old. Yucky.
Have you done drawing different expressions? My drawing expressions usually come out the same.
Here you go, chat. Here's my sketchbook.
Wow.
I'm trying to get around all this
I don't
stuff.
think we've done TikToks on how to draw expressions, but in our book, we do cover that. On book 2.
What are you gonna find?
Look at that face. It's cute. We also cover drawing different expressions in our anime art school as well, and I basically make you do a whole expression sheet of 42 different expressions.
See, that guy doesn't look
spicy
too bad.
to from mild to spicy. That one doesn't look too bad. at
Yeah,
all.
we have a lot of expressions in anime art school.
Take 2 characters, basically draw them in 3 different types of the same expression.
There you go.
So like happy, but it's from mild to extremely happy. And then sad, but from mild to
See, I always
extremely
liked
sad.
that one.
I liked that one. That one's really cool. I like how simple your drawing
I drew
was.
the sketch with the highlighter though.
That's cool though. That's a vibe. I like it. I would do it. Ooh.
I drew a lot of these. I kind of like that one.
I like that one
one's
a
kind of
lot.
fun. Yeah, this is all with felt tip markers.
That one's cool.
That one's horrible.
No, what do you mean? It's not horrible. I like
One's
that one. I like how
cute.
simple that one is. Ooh,
I
portraits.
don't like those. Look at that guy.
That's
Look
cute.
at that one.
That's cute.
Who's that?
Your doodles are silly. I've given 30,000 likes. Nice, Slay.
Oh, there's another peasant.
I'm trying so hard. My first anime that I still get inspired of was Fairy Tail as a teenager in my high school. Nice, Fairy
That's
Tail
fun.
definitely
30,000 likes.
Ooh, nice folds there.
Peasant surrounded by boxes.
Ooh, I really like that one. That one's very nice.
Yeah, you'll see a recurring themes in my book where I try to fill every empty gap with
Boxes.
dimensional objects. So if you want to get good at drawing dimensional objects, do crap like that.
Make sure it's correct. Well, it's hard. It's hard to know if it's correct or not, but yeah.
There you go. More random stuff.
My art block is gone. You know what that
Clothing
means?
studies.
Drawing OCs?
Oh, that
Ooh,
there's
I really
that
like
one.
that one.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's cute.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's. I know that. I know what the art piece came from. You were doing a study of that style.
Notes.
I think
That's it. That's one of my mini sketchbooks. Then, of course, my big sketchbook is completely full. We got a couple of these. They were on sale, right?
Yeah, they were on sale.
Reduced price, $3.87, down from $15.50.
Wow.
So we always buy them when they're in the clearance section, and then we just fill them up. Ew.
More hand drawings, Raccoon says. Ooh, those are nice. What are you talking about?
Remember all these?
I remember those.
These are all notes from an anatomy book. So like this kind of stuff.
What brush are you using to color? You mean for me?
Same
On the
brush.
iPad? Same brush. As I always use.
So these
Those
are
are
all
nice.
notes.
Ooh.
Asar,
Heads.
like studies, head studies.
Oh my. Uneven. That's
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, there's those.
Sandwiches for sandwiches. I'll just call it that. I'm mute. Nice. Hopefully you stay. What
Hello.
Okay, yeah.
That's a naked one.
Yeah, but it's like tasteful. It's like it's not NSFW. That one's quite nice. I like that.
Yeah, so these are all studies from some books and random stuff. There's probably, like, this is from the
Ooh.
taco book. So I went through a lot of that book.
A lot of figure drawing.
A lot of figure drawing.
You did a lot of figure drawing.
This is kind of old. Bro, I worked hard at it.
So this is where all your grinding came.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, how did I get so good at figure drawing? Well.
Naked.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, guys, so if you're like, I don't know, if you're not drawing a lot, don't expect to get very much better.
Basically, in order to get better, fill your pages with a bunch of studies.
Yeah, this is my sketchbook. I don't remember a lot of this stuff. I mean, I remember it. I remember doing it. You don't remember? Oh, see, those aren't bad profiles.
Those are not bad profiles at all.
Yeah, like what I do is I have a light on my desk, and I open up my sketchbook, and I just get a felt tip marker, just like this, right? I ordered a whole pack of different colors online, and what I do is I just go and I just draw, and I have like a YouTube video or a stream on in the background, and I just draw and draw and draw and have this like little book stand that like holds a book open, and I'll just have different anatomy books, and I'll just draw the images from the anatomy books while listening to the streams or music, and I'll just fill entire sketchbooks.
Ooh, I like that page.
Bendy boxes.
That's a cute pose.
That's stupid.
I like it.
Look at this.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, that's how it is. This was done with a ballpoint pen. These aren't.
That's very cool.
These aren't Why don't I have very much stuff on these pages?
I don't know. I think it's because that's when you decided to just fill
the page.
Later. Yeah.
Yeah, so like lots of that kind of stuff. I think this book that I was studying from right here was called I don't remember. Some anatomy book from some guy named Tom Fox Draws.
Oh yeah.
And some of it's from
Hi, JB.
that taco book. So like these
Fabian.
kind of things. I just draw it with not a ballpoint pen, with a felt tip marker, and I change up the colors because it's boring.
The lines are so nice. I think so too. Ooh, that's cool.
Like all with the intention of trying to understand. Here's some old stuff.
Ooh, that's a nice face right there.
Ew.
That's cool.
This is when I first started. I would just draw like breakdowns of skulls and stuff a whole bunch of times. Skulls, rotating boxes. Ew. This is getting into uncanny territory back here.
Oh, these are nice.
These ones?
These ones are cute. I like these. I like that. Oh,
those
I've
ones?
taken over some of the drawings.
Yeah, I think Christina drew...
No, I did not do that one. I think
Christina drew some of these.
I did these. No, I did these.
Christina did these.
I was just drawing vegetables.
And a pie.
And a pie.
And I did these. Wiener dogs. Look at that one.
I like that. Silly.
That's stupid. Look at that big one.
I like this one a lot. That's very nice.
You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one.
I like the big old fat ones.
These are nice gestures.
Tea kettle stuff. This was from Wouter's thing. Look.
Oh, Tom and Jerry.
Pillows.
I want to watch Tom and Jerry. I think,
Ew, yuck.
Oh,
my anime
wow,
drawings.
Look at that. You didn't understand how the gel worked at all.
My anime drawings really suffered. These are old.
Ooh, that's cool.
See, by the time I got done filling the entire sketchbook, I was already way better.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some stuff.
Ooh.
Like a root.
I like that root.
Random vehicle stuff.
Those are so cool.
Oh, like texture studies.
Oh, look, there's my drawing.
Christina drew a little Mickey there. But yeah, that's... Like, the sketchbook is made for just doing whatever in it. Just barfing up stuff.
Random doodles.
Nothing matters. I don't organize my sketchbook for social media or anything. I just want to draw. Dang, I should fill up another sketchbook, honestly.
Yeah, why not?
Well, there you go. That's the sketchbook tour, my Colton sketchbook.
I need to make my sketchbook a little bit prettier. Because, I don't know.
What Discord server do I put some of my art in? You mean the channel? Just art shares if you want.
We have 3 different art shares because some people tried really hard, and sometimes it just gets quickly bottled up, and then so we just.
Bro, are they watching Twilight?
Who?
Are they watching Twilight in the Discord?
It's funny.
Watch party. I made that channel last night. They are. Yes, we are. Guys, I need to go and draw. Let us end.
Well, we can wrap up.
I would, honestly, I'd be fine with like a late night chill drawing stream.
I think that'd be really cute.
What do you guys think of that? Homework drawing streams, hanging out, just chilling, not teaching, just
chatting,
drawing, chatting, saying whatever. Yes, please. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. We used to do those.
Yeah, we did until we stopped for some reason, because I think we needed to be more educational.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 8, 9, 10.
Like late night.
Like late night, weekday, just drawing.
We'll see if I'm available. Nice.
Want to draw a little boy, but IDK how to draw his eyes. Big round.
Big round. Big round eyes.
I go to bed at 8 on weekdays.
Wow,
Honestly,
that's very...
Goals.
That is... I wish I could sleep that early. Big round eyes without a lot of lashes, probably. But still make sure that the eye line is pretty thick. Well, that's if you're drawing anime. I want to try that hot pot place with you sometime.
I go to sleep at 4 to 5 in the morning.
Wow.
We were doing that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and then we had to stop.
And then we had to become adults.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Drawing crocodiles for one of my OCs, and it's not going well. Crocodiles are hard to draw.
Crocs or crocodiles?
Crocodiles? Is it crocs or crocodiles?
Boring. Yeah, we have a 9 a.m. class tomorrow.
I'm excited for that. I sleep at 4 or 5 in the morning because I'm an adult. I work night shifts. Oh, I see. Are y'all gonna play Roblox today? Tell me when so I can join.
I don't know if we're gonna play Roblox today. Maybe.
Like stream it? Like stream Roblox? I was thinking we could do some gaming stream sometime, but I just don't know how well it's gonna do.
Could be fun. Ooh, I liked that one.
Which one?
That
Ooh,
one.
yeah, that's very good.
Would that be considered naked?
I drew 5 boys and I forgot how to draw girls. The real. I don't know if that would be considered naked. Maybe, but like it's not like
I forgot about all these poses.
it's not like super nude.
It's cute.
I'm trying to stylize my side profile.
That was a cute one.
Yeah, I like that study. I did a study, guys. I kind
There
of
was a Mickey drawing that Christina did.
polished it up a little bit more, so this is not the full version, but it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. It's good.
Thank you.
How long did it take?
Maybe
an hour? Hour or
Hours.
two? Couple
Yeah,
hours?
a couple hours.
I like that nice purple shadow of the hair.
I do too. Let me see. I think I had the full version. Not the full version, but like the more finished version here.
Is that a cat Mickey?
There it is. Yeah, the cat Mickey. So I have it here. Looks a little bit more
Chat's
finished.
gonna see any difference.
Yeah, I just added some extra highlights, cleaned it up a little bit more. But not much difference.
Cool. What are you going to do with these? Anything?
I don't know. I just decided to draw them, and that was
I
it.
should start saving a lot of this fan art to keep it organized. That's cute.
Thank you.
I love that pose.
I love that pose, too. It's so good.
We fixed the butt.
I don't know what to do with this problem. Like, if I'm trying to learn something new, I forget how to draw. It's all about repetition.
Mileage.
It's like 5 times isn't really enough.
More like 5,000
You need to
times.
do 5,000 times. Draw both girls and guys 5,000 times.
Each.
And then you will know how to draw them. That's
And
most of the time.
like try hard drawings.
Yeah.
That's why just showing up is the key to winning.
Yeah.
Because as long as you keep showing up, eventually.
I don't think you guys understand how hard it is to actually memorize something. Like your brain actually your brain actually just wants to forget because it's not taught that it's important enough. So the more you repeat it, the more you tell your brain this is important. Remember it. So and like drawing things from life and understanding how it all works is hard because we're so used to seeing these in our daily lives that when we try to draw it, it's extremely difficult because we already know what it's supposed to look like.
It doesn't matter, Rin. If you draw 5,000 of both, it doesn't matter if you drew them at the same time or separately. You'll remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's about the sheer quantity, not do I do this first, do I do this second, do I do that? It's like, do so many that it just no longer matters.
It just doesn't matter how many that you do. Just
the sheer quantity will make you remember. So many drawings. Like that sketchbook that I just showed.
You didn't need to count.
Completely full of figure drawing sketches. I didn't count, and I didn't even get that much better during the book.
Oh.
Like that's like a small amount in the long run. I've done thousands and thousands of figures over the last couple of years. Because I started back in 2020. Right?
Yeah, that's right, you did.
Back in 2020 is when I first started drawing people. Not if you keep tracing them, probably. You won't learn as much. Like, you'll learn a little bit. And it depends on, like, what you get from it. Tracing usually doesn't teach nearly as much as drawing. What I recommend, draw it, then overlay it on top of the photo and see where you went wrong, and then draw it again. And then overlay it on top of the photo and see where you went wrong. And then do it again and again.
I wanted to post my drawing, but there are many different art styles. Is that stopping you? I think you should post it anyways.
Yeah, post it anyways.
Post it anyways.
Don't worry about finding an art style at all. Just keep practicing. Art styles emerge naturally based on what you tend to draw a lot and who you're inspired by. Mm-hmm. You can develop a really awesome art style without ever once thinking about your art style.
I think people tend to think about art styles too early.
Just draw, man.
Just draw.
Just draw.
It's more important to just draw than to just figure out your style. Because it's like, if you don't know how to draw a box, if you don't know how to draw things in perspective, like, how is your style going to make it any better? Like, kind of just being real.
Ainsley, anatomy is my enemy. I will tell you how to learn anatomy. Get a book, open it up to something, and draw every single picture in the entire book and go through the whole entire thing. Every image, and break it down and read the text. And then when you finish, either do it all over again, find a new book and do it over again. So grab a new book, open it up, draw every single image in the book. Draw it, draw it, draw it, draw all these.
Yeah, Cheery, go for it.
Draw all these. And don't focus on how good your drawing is turning out, just focus on doing it. And by the end of the book, I can guarantee you, if you've drawn all the images and you did your best, you will be much, much better.
Yep.
And you'll start remembering it.
Welcome back every day.
There is no such thing. There is no difference. Stylized anatomy is just pushing the shapes. So, If you want to draw a bicep, and you know how biceps work, you know when you can push and pull them. Mm-hmm. If you want to draw a kid, or if you want to draw a big superhero buff guy, or if you want to draw whatever, it's all the same anatomy. It's just pushing and pulling shapes. You don't learn stylized anatomy. You learn real anatomy and then push the shapes. That's stylization. And simplification as well. I was actually just talking about that a little while back with one of my buddies. He's a concept artist on Overwatch 2. He works at Blizzard full-time in Irvine. And we were talking about style. And what you do is you spend years learning real anatomy, real stuff, and then you start learning how to push those shapes.
Start learning where to simplify, where to push it, where to like not show as much.
Yeah, his name's Ben.
There's more to style than just like drawing a certain way. There's just a lot of layering.
I can show you Ben's portfolio if you want. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, why not?
He's got an art station. He's a good buddy. I might actually do a stream with him sometime in the future. I should catch up with him.
Like, if I'm trying to focus on something, then I forget what I actually learned before.
Not if you do it enough.
Yep. Just know that when you're drawing, you're multitasking a lot. So that's why it's very hard to memorize things. So the more
Here's some
you
of his
do
work.
it, the more
So this is Ben's work. He's my buddy. He works on Overwatch 2 at Blizzard. And this is some of his work looks like. So he got hired at Blizzard with this portfolio. This is all stylized, but you don't learn stylized anatomy. You learn real anatomy, and then you push the shapes.
Yep.
So all of this stuff is his portfolio work that he got hired at Blizzard with.
Hi, Miko.
This is one of his characters. This is another one of his characters. And look, completely different body type. Completely different.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, his work's really fun. I'll tell him we were talking about him on stream and showing his work.
Yeah.
So there you go. Here's some more stuff at the bottom.
That's fun.
Come on. ArtStation works horrible on the iPad. Here's more of his stuff. But this guy studied real anatomy, real lighting, real rendering for years. I met him before he even started drawing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was in his 30s. He was coming from a completely different industry, had never drawn before, and after 5-6 years, he got hired at Blizzard. And this is his work now.
5-6 years of hardcore practice.
Yeah, 5-6 years of like 12-hour days. Draw so much. If you want to become a professional artist, right?
Yeah.
If you don't, then whatever, ignore what I'm saying, because it doesn't matter. You just draw for fun. But if you want to do art for a living, draw so much that you don't even remember all the drawings you did. Just, I don't even remember drawing that. What?
Yeah.
Your brain somewhere deep down will remember it. This stuff is 4 years old.
Oh my goodness. And it still holds up
He's
very
been working
well.
at Blizzard for like the last 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah. He never posted his art on any social media. He just grinded it out in silence, posted like 6 pieces of art at the end, and got hired.
Hey, Hyunjin? How do I pronounce that? That's nice to see you here.
Hello,
Hopefully you stay
welcome.
up. Hopefully you stay around.
I'm just ranting about stuff. One of my buddies drew a bunch of crocodiles one time.
Crocodiles. Oh, is it on ArtShare?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
That's
Hey,
cute.
those are nice. Very nice crocodiles.
Yeah, nice shape language.
Yeah. I'm doing full digital drawings and I'm crying. I'll just say crying, not dying. But anyways, what else should I draw? Maybe we should wrap up kind of soon, though.
Yeah, we'll probably wrap up here pretty soon.
I'm getting pretty hungry. I need to eat dinner. I need to draw more dynamic angles of poses.
These are so cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, the stream, we're kind of on a different subject now, but earlier in the stream...
Oh, this is...
Oh, it's the same file.
It's the same file. I just gotta take this out.
Earlier in the stream, it was like hair stuff. So, ponytails, fluffy hair?
Fluffy hair.
Straight
hair.
chopped hair. Mm-hmm. There's that hair I turned into a jellyfish hairstyle. What, all this? Bedhead versus non-bedhead. Spiky hair.
Braids.
Braids. Head proportions. Jaw. Braids.
Ponytails. Buns.
Buns. Yeah, this was like a hair stream. Corkscrews?
Yep, corkscrew tails.
There you go. Oh, wind, blowing in the wind.
That one was fun.
Yeah, that is fun. There you go. So the VOD will be posted later. The heck?
There we go. And these are the extra doodles that we did after stream. Or after the whole topic.
Yeah, arms and shoulders are really tough.
They are.
The shoulder area is difficult because it moves a lot. It's like a yoke that's on a cattle. And it moves up and down on each side, and they move independently of each other. So for sure, it's a difficult area.
Raise one arm up, one arm down. They definitely work individually.
Yeah, I did say we'd wrap up 20 times in a row.
I know. 20 minutes ago.
We probably should, for real.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. Everybody thank Everyday and I'm Not Fox for reminding me that we actually do need to wrap up.
I know, Kayla, DTI is rigged.
So, go get some drawing done, everybody.
Have fun, of course. Don't
cheek
bash
pull,
yourself.
Slay, because you worked so hard. We will give you and you alone a cheek pull. We are going to write here. We're going to add a new layer. And I'm going to write slay. And you will get a cheek pull. Where the heck is the cheek pull?
That's a cheek pull right there. Good job, Slay.
There you go, Slay. Thank you for giving 40,000 likes on the stream. Boink, 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 boink.
Good job.
So you did very good. That'll never happen again. No, I'm kidding.
We'll do some head pats for goodbyes.
And then we'll give you some head pats for goodbyes, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for hanging
showing
out.
Up.
And every day, thank you for the 800 roses. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Yes.
And we'll give every day some kissies.
Okay, we'll give every day some kisses. Every day this for you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
There you go.
Mwah. Extra one.
Yippee. So we're going to be going again live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be a really fun stream. It's usually a pretty big event. A lot of people show up.
Yep. I think it's one of our most popular streams during the week.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. We got a bit sidetracked and dragged on, but we got through it in the end.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyways, have a good night.
Have a good day. I have 1,000 roses for you guys tomorrow. Okay.
Aw, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And if you're new, we have a Discord server. Go check it out in the link in our bio. Hang out.
See ya.